on the season. Just not great. I don't want to start the season off 0-2. Grandstand Bettors, welcome on in. Friends of the channel, we are here with you for Game 2 of the 2023 MLB season for those Cleveland Guardians. And we have a tough matchup today. We do. We're going against Robbie Ray, who was pretty dynamite last year for the most part. Had some trouble at times in the postseason, but still, he is a fabulous pitcher in my opinion. I would take him in fantasy all day long. I unfortunately did not get him, but I would definitely take him in fantasy baseball this season. I think that guy is going to be very good. So, let's go through the lineups. We're about 10 minutes away getting started here. We are coming off a horrible performance, but one that looked very, very similar to what last year was all about for the Cleveland Guardians, and that was the lack of hits, the lack of runs, and just offense in general. I mean, it just did not look good at all. Hopefully we can get, a little more than 2 hits before we make the 9th inning tonight. We'll see if we can run it back. Let's go over the lineups real quick. There weren't many changes to the lineups for tonight. Actually, just one change for each team. We have the Guardians going. Well, let's start with the Mariners. Let's start with the Mariners because I'm going to go on a rant about you-know-who as we get to the Indians lineup. So the Mariners, they're going to start with the same thing, only one change. Lestella's out. Hummel is in, so it's Rodriguez, Wong, France, Hernandez, Raleigh, Suarez, Kelnick, Hummel, and Crawford, and they're going to go against Gaddis. And let's talk about Gaddis real quick. This is what worries me about tonight. This guy had 2 starts in his career. They were both last season. He ended up having over an 18-point-something ERA. He just does not look good. He's in there because Triston McKenzie's not in there, and I get it. But I don't understand this move here and putting him in the 2 spot. Maybe that sets something up later down the line, but I don't know why. You just don't move your rotation up. And I don't want to start 0-2. That's all I'm worried about. Not that we don't have 159 games after the season, guys, but I just don't think you start 0-2 or you put yourself in a position to have to put out a pitcher like Gaddis. But hey, who knows? Maybe he'll surprise me. On the other side of things, again, Guardians going against a good pitcher in Robbie Ray tonight. Only one change here, one in the batting order and bringing another guy in. We're going to see Oscar Gonzalez, Mr. SpongeBob himself, is going to be playing. He takes the 6th slot, and Jimenez moves down to the 7th. Brennan's out, and that then drops Zunino to the 8th spot. Now, I'm going to go off on Zunino again right now. If you look on the screen, I put it up there. I think it's justified to be up there. This guy's awful. His strikeout tracker is on the screen, and we will have it every single time we live stream the Cleveland Guardians. He had 2 yesterday. I expect him to have a couple more against Robbie Ray. And on a side note, Drew Jensen and whoever else is in the studio with him on Bally Sports Great Lakes is absolutely out of their minds. They did a fluff piece before this on the pregame show with Zunino, and they talk about, how he went through troubling times because when he was given an awards in 2012, he just had a hard time adjusting to the major leagues. But he's a winner. That's what they said. He's a winner. This guy, he has not won anything since 2012, and the things that he did win were, the best amateur baseball player, the Golden Spikes Award. Let me just run some names through this list of these Golden Spike Award winners in recent years. Chris Bryant, Trevor Bauer, Bryce Harper, Steven Strasburg, Buster Posey, David Price, Tim Lincecum, Alex Gordon, Jared Weaver, Ricky Weeks, the list, Mark Pryor, the list goes on and on and on with these awards that he won in 2012, and he doesn't compare at all to the people on that list, not even in the least bit. So, guys in the studio saying that this guy's a winner, get off of it. He shouldn't be on the team, and that's why the strikeout tracker's up there. The guy hasn't even hit Over last season, he hit like a buck 43, 48, something like that. And in half his career, he hasn't even broken 200. And he's a flat 200 career hitter. They said that this is literally, I'm going to end it on this note because I know you're sick of me talking about Zunino, but it's going to be that way all year until he can do something on a consistent basis. But listen to this, guys. They go in the studio and they go, well, tonight's going to be fantastic for Zunino. He doesn't hit well, 238, but look at that, 4 home runs. 4 home runs. That's what they're getting impressed about, that this guy's got 4 home runs over Robbie Ray. Let's get over it. Let's move on. Zunino, you've already dropped down to the 8th spot. I'm looking for you to go 2 more spots down into the minor leagues. Let's go. Let's get a win tonight, guys. Let's forget about Zunino. We know what he's like. And let's get a win and see if we can't get back to 500. I don't want to slip down that rabbit hole. I do not want to go, we have such bad starts to seasons. Just astronomical starts to seasons that really put us behind the 8 ball. And I really think it just makes us just have to work that much harder in July, August, and September while other teams kind of cruise. If you're coming in, if you're excited for the game, we got Wheel of Winners behind me. That's going to happen at some point during the game. Smash that like button if you could. If you don't subscribe, please make sure you do so. I appreciate it, but we are getting it ready here for first pitch in just about 4 minutes. On a Cleveland note as well, if you're a Cleveland fan, the Cleveland Cavaliers just got destroyed by the New York Knicks at home. So I'm not a Cavs fan, although tonight I am sporting what somebody gave me as a present. I'm not going to turn down a free quarter zip. So that's just who I am. Tito, I don't know if anybody stayed up and kept watching some of the talk after the game. I'll tell you this, Karashek is a cocky bastard who I don't want any part of. I watched his post-game responses to the questions, and, he just seems like an absolute asshole in my opinion. Friend of the channel, Al, sent me a great Twitter, an absolute fantastic Twitter link where it was something like, Karashek's delivery looks like if everybody took the same or all the drugs at once in the world or something like that. It was funny. Andy, what's up, friend of the channel? Better than Greg Allen in center field. He couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. I would rather have Greg Allen 100 times over than Mike Zunino in any lineup. Any lineup. 100%. But Greg Allen isn't with us. Miles Straw is, and he does run down a lot of great well-hit balls. And by the way, did anybody see that catch last night in the Angels Oakland game? I saw it while we were live streaming in the corner of my eye, but I just had to watch it over and over again. It was fantastic. All right, betting-wise for today, listen, our free pick video, it was Mets and Marlins over 7.5 runs, I think, or 7 runs, something like that. That was absolutely awful. There were 3 runs scored. But listen, there was like 40 people on base. They just could not knock in runs. And if you listen to that video today, I did say there's going to be plenty of runners. Whether they get them in or not, that's yet to be seen. It didn't get in. That ended up being a loss. What else do we got going on? Grisham, he ended up batting 8th tonight instead of 1st. That's going to hurt my prop bet there. But we are in play with our Patreon pick at the moment. We had NHL Winnipeg, Detroit over 6 goals. It's at least going to be a push. Winnipeg has put up 6 goals themselves, and I'm looking for at least one more goal. Let's make it 7-0 Winnipeg. Let's get it done. Welcome in, guys. Excited to be here for game number 2. I'm going to tell you right now, our next live stream is going to be on Sunday, and that's going to be what time? It's a 4 o'clock start, so that's our next live stream. It's going to be Mariners again, 4 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, so come join. And yeah, we're going to do about 60 live streams. If you're coming in, please chat with me. Please chat with everybody. Let's get the likes up. If you could smash that like button, I'd appreciate it. Al, how are you doing? Good evening, sir. I loved the Twitter, the Karashek thing that you sent me. That was hilarious. Fantastic. By the way, guys, if you ever want to send me funny things that you see, I actually retweeted that on my Twitter page. But if you see funny things, send it to grandstandbettors@gmail.com. I love hearing from everybody and stuff. And yeah. So, all right, Robbie Ray, we're getting ready to start here. 32 starts, 12-12 last year, 3.71. He's a good pitcher. He played with Toronto, for a time there. I think he's a good southpaw, and we're going to see him against Stephen Kwan to start this game off. So, top of the first, nobody on, nobody out. And the first pitch from Robbie Ray to Stephen Kwan. Game 2 here in the 2023 season is going to be taken for a strike. It was kind of a swing through bunt there. So Stephen Kwan did not get a hit yesterday. I told you I think he regresses a little this season. We'll see how that plays out over the next 161 games. He was 0 for 4. And the 0-1 pitch is going to be swung on, fouled back to the backstop. Good cut there. Loved it. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see for sure. Let's get those good swings. 0-2 pitch, Robbie Ray. Ooh, little check bunt swing. Just went foul there. Just went foul. All right, so I don't understand this about the MLB. I'll wait for this pitch, but I have a bone to pick with the MLB, and I'll tell you in just a moment. 0-2 pitch from Ray to Kwan, and just up high, 1-2. Here's my bone to pick, guys, with the MLB. You put out a fantastic opening day. One like no other league, maybe other than the NFL, with week 1. But then you come back with the 1-2 pitch, and that is check swing. No, he did not go. Okay, 2-2. Then you come back with the second day of your season, and there's like 4 games. It's just... every single year it does this, and I hate it. Does anybody hate that, where you literally have, 15, 16 games, and then there's nothing the next day? Kwan, nice cut there. Working Ray right off the bat here. 6 pitch at bat. I like it. So he's had some good cuts. He just can't pull that one, and when he does get the bat on, he's fouling right back or on the ground. We'll see if he can't spoil another pitch or put one in play. 2-2 pitch from Ray to Kwan. And that's up high. Nice way to work the count back from 0-2. I love, this is what he needs to do as a leadoff hitter. He didn't do much of this last night. In fact, none of the Cleveland Guardians did this last night. They did not work too many counts and let Castillo have it pretty easy. And the 3-2 pitch is fouled off, and we're now on pitch number 9 of this at-bat. Al, I know they have to, but I understand they have to allow for possible postponement, but why can't they just then start the next day as the opening day? They do. There's strike 3, and Robbie Ray gets Kwan to go down. I don't understand. So if everybody plays on day 1, and it gets postponed, then why can't just day 2 of the season be the first day of the season? To me, that doesn't make any sense. Maybe I'm too simplistic in my thinking. I don't know. All right, here we go. 1 out, nobody on. Ray, that was a good at bat by Kwan. I loved it. And now we got Rosario up. This is a guy, again, one of these guys has got to step up and be that guy who gets on base for us. If Kwan does end up regressing this year, I want to see Rosario get on, and that's a bad swing there, way over the pitch. A good breaking ball by Ray, and it is now 0-2 in the count. Seattle has a good couple starters here. They're going to be a tough team to beat. Rosario spoils that pitch, still 0-2 as that goes down the left side. If you guys are just coming in, if you could, smash that like button. No second game in 2 days. I just don't understand. If it gets postponed, just put that game later in the year. I don't know. I'm too simplistic. That's a ball inside. 1-2. Top of first, guys. Welcome in. Smash that like button. If you don't subscribe, but you're a Cleveland fan, you love Cleveland sports, I'm going to do all the Guardians this year. It's kind of new to my channel. Looking forward to it. This is our second one in 2 days. And Rosario hits one to deep right center. That is going to be caught. It's hung up there a little too long, just in front of the 380 sign at the warning track. And Rosario is taken care of, and we're going to see my man who finally got a hit there in the 9th inning last night. We are going to see Jose Ramirez, and he's got to help me out. I'm getting destroyed fantasy-wise. So, let's see what he does. This is sometimes why I don't like him really in the 3-hole. I think I'd prefer him either in the 2 or the 5, but he's just your best hitter, so you got to put him there. You really do. Guys, welcome on in. How's everybody doing tonight? In the chat, let me know who's winning tonight's game. Is it going to be the Guardians? Is it going to be the Mariners? That is down low, 2-0 to Jose Ramirez. If we can get him on deck, I want to see him and Bell in the 9th inning, finally. Saw a couple good pitches. I mean, Castillo was out of the game. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Robbie Ray. 17th pitch of the inning, and that is up high, 3-0. And here, with nobody on, I wouldn't mind giving him the green light. I say, give him the green light. Let's do it. Let's see if we can't get on the board early. Last year, when we could score first, we were almost unstoppable. This year, we can't even score a run. That is a 4-pitch walk, and obviously, Robbie Ray wanted nothing to do with Jose Ramirez, and we got a runner on first with 2 down here in the 1st inning. And I don't know why that's all the way over there, but I'm going to have to move that. There we go. All right, Josh Bell, we brought him in because these are situations we need him to keep this inning alive. Let's get a rally going. Down low, that is 5 straight balls by Robbie Ray. And that is maybe why you put Ramirez as 3rd. I mean, and you put Bell behind him because you're going to have to pitch to Ramirez. And it doesn't look like Robbie Ray wants to pitch to either of these guys. The 1-0 pitch by Robbie Ray. Ramirez on first. 2 outs. Top of first here in Seattle. And there's a throw over. He's got one more. Now, this is kind of interesting. With the throw over, I didn't really read the rule. I just assumed you could only throw over twice. And, today I finally found out, hey, if you throw over a 3rd time and you don't get the runner out, it's actually a balk, and he just goes to the next base. So, do you want to risk that 3rd throw? That's kind of interesting. There's the 6th straight ball in a row, and Robbie Ray is keeping everything down and in or up and away against Ramirez and Bell. We'll see how this goes around the 2nd time they come up to bat against him. So Bell's got a good hitters count here, 2-0. Ramirez, a decent lead out there on first base. Takes another secondary lead, and that is the 7th straight ball. And we are definitely working Robbie Ray here in the 1st inning. At 3-0 count to Josh Bell. He looks like he is a little scared to pitch to the 3-4 hitters of the Guardians. I'm actually loving this. Let's see if we can't get another maybe green light swing if he gives them anything to pitch. The 3-0 pitch from Robbie Ray is up high. That is 2 straight 4-pitch walks back to back. That is going to be Ramirez and Bell on 1st and 2nd, and now we are going to get to see Josh Naylor. Thank God it's not his brother, but we are going to see Josh Naylor with a chance to put the Cleveland Indians on the board early in this game. Guys, if you're just joining in, welcome. Glad you could stop by. We're doing live streams, watch-alongs with the Cleveland Guardians all season long. Hey, if you could take a minute and just hit that like button, I'd appreciate it. And also, if you don't subscribe to our channel, please do so. We got a lot of good stuff throughout the year. So take a minute, help us out. In the chat, put any questions, comments. Bo hit a homer tonight. Let's go. Did he? Oh, Bo hit a homer. I'd like Josh to. Instead, on the 0-0 pitch there, he's going to foul it off. It's 0-1 with runners on. Well, okay, Al. He hit homers. I watched him at the Captains, and he hit homers too. I'm not going to get high on Bo Naylor. Bo Naylor is exactly like Zunino. Don't even get me started. By the way, our Patreon did win Winnipeg Jets 6, Detroit 2. And that is low. That is a 1-1 count. It's a little interesting that Josh swung at that first pitch. Maybe he was just sitting on a fastball after 8 straight balls. But in that situation, I might make Robbie Ray have to throw a strike down the middle. So 1-1 pitch from Robbie Ray. Naylor fouls that one off, and now Robbie Ray is ahead of him 1-2. Let's see if we can't Come on, man. Just a nice little bloop single. That's all I want. Let's get on the board early here. God, it was so awful to just watch nobody be able to hit anything yesterday on Castillo or the bullpen, really, until the 9th inning. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. 2 on, 2 outs. And, God, come on, man. Strikes out. That's such a bad swing, but, I mean, it's a good pitch, too, at the same time. Well, we go to the bottom of the second. I like the fact we got runners on base. You know, we're gonna have to do that a little bit if we're gonna score some runs. So, all right. So, bottom of the first inning, and we are tied at zeros. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Let's get those guys off base. There we go. All right. All right, little intermission. We're at commercial break. If you guys could smash the like button, please. It just helps me out so much more on YouTube. I'd love to get up to 15 likes today. We got up to 10 last night. It'd be awesome to get up to 15. That'd be cool. If it just take 1 second, just press that button for me. That would be awesome. Also in the chat, guys, I still want to know, after yesterday, after one game of the 162 that each team plays, is there anybody that you see that you think, hey, has a chance to win the World Series that maybe you didn't think before yesterday? I'll tell you, a lot of people were on Texas. It looked bad for them early, but then they ended up actually getting coming back from a 5-0 lead and winning 11-7. It was fantastic. I loved it. I didn't put a future bet on them. Now I kind of wish I did. But sometimes when everybody, including the media, is on one team, I just can't stand betting on that team, just because more times than not, media, ESPN personalities, those guys don't actually know what's going on. It's all fluff, if you will. So, why ain't Arias playing? Who? What do you mean, Arias? In this game? You talking a different game? All right, here's Hunter Gaddis. All right, like I mentioned, not great last season. 2 starts. The White Sox? I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to that, Al. 2 starts, over 18 in the ERA last year. Not great. Let's see. Hopefully he can come out and do something better. Rookie of the Year sensation, Rodriguez is going to start it off here, and that is right down the middle by Gaddis. If you don't like anything about Gaddis, the only thing I would say that you could probably like is his actual hair. It's nice and flowing. That one just off the plate. So, hey, looks like after Carlson behind the plate yesterday was given everything about 6 to 8 inches off the plate, we got somebody back there today that is going to call it a little bit tighter. Gaddis, nice breaking ball there. It is going to be fouled back. It's 1-2. So, 1-2 here to Rodriguez. First batter of the game for the Seattle, and he's going to pull it down the right field line, and it's over the head, off the wall. There's a nice play, and if the throw was on target, it would have been maybe a nice tight play, but a leadoff double for the rookie, the 2022 Rookie of the Year, and just like that, the Seattle Mariners are in business in this one. God, man. Again, you know what? I know we're one batter in, but if we absolutely get shelled tonight, or if Gaddis lasts like 2 innings, again, I'm gonna question Tito's motives with this move tonight. I didn't agree with Karashik last night in the 8th, and I wasn't a big fan of this move. We'll see how it plays out. Wong goes foul on the right field line, 0-1 to him, but Rodriguez is a good hitter. You can't take anything away from him. He's going to go down the line. He went the other way and really used his field. He was about 4 feet away from hitting a home run there. They are playing a little bit of shift here with Wong. Rosario's up the middle there as close as he can get to second base. The 0-1 pitch, and Wong is going to put a single over the second baseman's glove, and Rodriguez is going to come home and score, and just like that, the Cleveland Guardians are down 1-0. This is, all right. I'm going to overreact because everybody in the media overreacts, and I know I'm not in the media, but I'm going to tell you right now, I think maybe Tito's getting senile in his age. I don't know what's going on. This guy has proved nothing in the majors, and you insert him into the 2? Why not shift everybody up? All right, guys. It could be a long night. By this time yesterday, I mean, we were probably in the 4th inning, right? If you are coming in, good to have you on board. It might be a frustrating night. You might have some entertainment with my anger. Runner on first, nobody out. There's going to be a nice lazy fly ball. There's 1 out. That goes to right field. That's Gonzalez out there. Hey, so 1 down. I'll take that. I think we got a little lucky that France was a little bit anxious to hit the ball. He could have easily probably seen a better pitch at that at bat. But 1 down, definitely taken, and we got Hernandez coming to the plate. Hernandez, he's got some pop. I think this is another guy that was with Toronto. He definitely can do some damage if you hang one over the plate. That one was hung there a little bit, but Hernandez took it right down the middle for an 0-1 count to start things off. So, runner on first, that's Wong, 0-1, and fouled off to the right-hand side. Wong put another nice hit on the ball, That's I wouldn't say it was a bloop job, but it was a good single over the second baseman. He did a fantastic job there. Frank, if you're a Mariners fan, yes. Cassie, it's still early, take a chill pill. All right, well, just out of curiosity, Cassie, in 1983, when I was born, I think you said the same thing to me about the Cleveland Browns. And now I'm sitting here almost 40. So I gotta yell when I can. 1 and 2, and that is up high and in. Also, let me just say this. I should not only have a Zunino strikeout tracker, but it's now been 10 innings since we have scored a run. Somebody be my stat boy and figure out what's the longest somebody's gone without scoring a run to open up a season. 2-2 pitch. Nice. There's Gaddis. He gets some. That's a nice pitch there. Got to give him credit where credit's due, and that was fantastic. 2 outs after that K to Hernandez, and we're going to get a good catcher in Raleigh coming up. So 2 down, 1 in, Wong on first, and Raleigh, who again has some pop. Let's see if he does anything with Gaddis. Gaddis only 12 pitches, but damage has been done in this first inning. That's inside. Actually, I'm not really sure that was inside, but Zunino didn't really do a good job catching the ball. I thought that might have caught the inside part of the plate there, but the way he caught it, definitely the ump looks at that like it's a ball. So it's 1-0 to Raleigh here from T-Mobile Park. Early moments of this game, as Cassie mentioned, and it is going to be 2-0 as that one was down and in. So not really sure if he's trying to be careful with Raleigh. This guy, 07 Tigers, 26 innings. Thank you, Cassie. That's fantastic. Love it. I have to hire you. That was quick, too. Fantastic. 26 innings. We will not get to that. We will not get to that. We started off well. I liked, unfortunately, Quan and Rosario, who should be your table setters, just couldn't. You get one of those guys on base, and we're talking about us having a lead coming into the bottom of the first. So, 2-0 pitch coming to Raleigh after a move over to first. That is right down the middle of the plate. 2-1. That's the only really big thing that scares me with Gaddis is he's not afraid to just throw it middle plate. And he's done it about 6 times of his 15 pitches in this first inning. 2 of them got hit pretty hard. 2-1 here, and gets Raleigh swinging on a pitch that was well off the outside part of the plate there. So if you guys are coming in, smash that like button if you could. I really want to get up to 15 likes today. That would be awesome. I appreciate all the support we get. You guys have been fantastic here after just one live stream of the Guardians. 2-2 pitch from Gaddis. Oh, the runner was going. It is popped up, and it is going to be taken by Ramirez. So, a little bit of damage done, not too much. I'm okay with it. Maybe that's just nerves. Let's chalk it up to nerves. Let's get on Cassie's side. Let's say it's still early. I'm still with it. Hey, listen, I think we're going to win. I put a bet we're going to win the World Series. So, I hope we do. I hope we can get there. That would be awesome. So, commercial break as we go to the top of the second. And trail 1-0. And due up, what do we have? We got Gonzalez, Jimenez, and Zunino. We will have a chance to update our new Zunino strikeout tracker for the first time here in 2023. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. So, what do you guys think? Oh, let me check. Did Grisham do anything? No, he went 0 for 1. Damn it. I need him to get a hit. I need Grisham to get a hit. All right, well, I can't believe they put Grisham all the way back or down on the 8th spot tonight for the San Diego Padres after he should be up at the top of that lineup. They put Bogarts 1. I think Bogarts should have been maybe 5. I don't understand why Cruz is batting cleanup. I'm not. Anybody else sold on Cruz being a little bit too old to be in the majors still? Him and Sano, right? It feels like those guys have been around since like 1998. All right. So, here's my thing, guys, with the Cleveland Guardians. All last year, we talk about offense. We go out, we get Bell, and we're one game in and we haven't scored a run. I just really hope, and I know it's early. 100% know it's early. But why can somebody in the chat explain to me why every single year we just can't get off to a good start? I mean, we're not looking at a vacuum here. This is like historically consistent over the last decade. We always get off to a bad start. Robbie Ray pitches to Gonzalez, Mr. SpongeBob himself, and it is down the middle for a strike. 0-1 to Oscar Gonzalez, who almost batted 300 last year. He had a really good season, 2 postseason walk-offs, and he swings and misses there on another fastball right down the middle. 0-2 to him. This guy had to be probably one of the funnest guys to watch in all of baseball in the postseason. I love it. So 0-2, and there's a foul back. So Gonzalez, 1-2 pitch from Robbie Ray, and that is up the middle. Yes, let's get a runner on. I love getting this guy on. That is a single up the middle. Let's go, baby. And he is just starting off this season where he left off last season. I love to see that. This is a guy, unlike Kwan, who I actually don't think is going to regress. I think this guy only gets better. I think he's a playmaker for us, and I think he's going to have a great season. And I don't expect him to be sitting down there at the 6. I think he's going to be up at the 5 spot not too far from now. So, it is going to be a drag bunt there. This one is absolutely perfect. There is no play, and Jimenez is now on with a drag bunt. That was absolutely fantastic. I love it. It is first and second. Nobody out. Oh, my God. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That is one of the best drag bunts that I've ever seen, ever. I mean, just no play. There was another good drag bunt in the Mets game as well, if you guys were watching that. But here we go. First and second, nobody out. And here's Mike Zunino. Here's the guy. And this is... I can't believe they didn't call that a strike. It's ball 1. That was super over the plate. Here it is. This is a situation that he has not excelled at in his career. I'd love to see him get a hit here. Prove me wrong, Mr. Zunino. Up high. That's a good take. I'll take it. Just put the bat on the ball, man. Just put the bat on the ball. That's all I'm asking you. Put the bat on the ball. It is 2-0. 2-0 to Mike Zunino, and he's just got to put this in play. No double play, though. No double play. Right down the middle again, in my opinion. Where are they calling that? It's 3-0. It's got to be inside. I'm going to have to look at the pitch tracker on these because it's very close. He's had 2 pitches right there. So 3-0, Mike Zunino. Let's see what he does. I wouldn't mind a walk. Take a walk, Zunino. Let's do it. 3-0 pitch, up high, and the bases are loaded. Let's go. Let's go. The bases are loaded for, and I got to move that guy. There we go. The bases are loaded for Miles Straw. Look at that. Hold on. Now they showed the pitch track. 2 of them were right down the middle. No, oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. That's the pitch arsenal. I got to pay attention. I was like, what the fuck are we talking about? But I swear to God, those really were where the pitches were. All right. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do. Miles Straw, not the guy I really want up, but he could hit a sac fly for sure. Let's see if he could do more than that. That one is down the middle, and a good cut there by Miles Straw back into the seat. So 0-1 to Miles Straw. Last night, as everybody really was, 0 for 3 or 0 for 4. Robbie Ray from the stretch. The 0-1 pitch. And that is a pop fly into foul territory. Not that deep. Let's see if they go. And nope, they hold him. Oh, he's going to go. And it's going to be a run. Are they going to bring another guy? Gonzalez gets in on an air. Oh, they brought a second. They brought a second guy, and it's 2-1 Tribe. Woo! Or Guardians. Let's go, baby. Oh, my God. Just an epic letdown by the defense of prowess of Seattle. It's a pop fly about halfway down the right field line, and they test him. Gonzalez didn't go, but it was just a bad throw, bad catch, and then they just kept compounding the errors, and you gotta give credit to, who was that? That was Jimenez. Jimenez scores all the way from second. Just a great job. A fantastic job. And all just like that, we took the lead back. Let's go. Absolutely loving it. Let's go. I think, now we're the runners. We should have somebody probably on third. All right? Third and second. Second and third. That's where I'm going to put them. I think it's second and third. No, maybe, I'm sorry, just third? Wait. Oh, yeah, because there's an out. Yeah. So just third. I don't know what the discussion is, but the let's see here. It ended up actually being a fair ball. Oh, I think they're asking. Okay, this makes sense. I think they're asking for runner interference. The guy that was standing, but you can't call interference on a guy. I mean, that's on Hernandez, the right fielder, to throw the ball. Anyway, there's one down. It's 2-1. We got 2 runners in this inning. With if we can get a sac fly here, we could add a third. Stephen Kwan up. Robbie Ray, who's up to 38 pitches already. Kwan sits there and takes strike number 1. Let's go. Let's go. Cassie, we don't play well in cold weather. That might be a part of this stop, but that's kind of interesting because, I mean, we're in Cleveland. Like, it's not like we're, the Florida Marlins or the Miami Marlins coming up to Cleveland being like, ooh, I've never felt this before. I mean, Valerie, it does suck what happened to the Cavs tonight. They look bad. Yeah. Tribe, man, what's up? I'll take a sac fly. Did it hit Zunino in the back? Okay, I didn't see that angle. I saw just where it kind of rolled apart. So if it hit Zunino in the back, though, I mean, you can't get on him. That's not his fault. They just threw it at him. 2-1 pitch to Kwan. That is going to be enough for a run. That is a fly out deep to right field, but that is going to get the run home. Zunino, as big as he is, he can definitely score that run. And we, the Tribe, or the Guardian, I'm going to keep saying Tribe. It's to me, I know some people out there might disagree, but to me, in my heart, I'm 40 years old. I'm born and raised in Cleveland. I haven't lived here my whole life, but I mean, I'm always going to be, call them the Tribe. So I'm sorry if I call them the Tribe and it offends you, but that's kind of just who I am. I won't try to say it, though, so we'll see. All right, 2 outs, nobody on. That is a chaotic last 5 minutes of this game. And again, at this time yesterday, we were about in the 7th inning. So we're only top 2 here. And Ray's not going to be in this game much longer. That is a good pitch there as he throws one by Rosario. Rosario is, to me, our what would you call it? The guy, our wild card. I think this guy's the wild card in our lineup as he takes a nice cut there back, but that goes back to the backstop. I think this guy's the wild card. I think if Rosario, how goes the Cleveland Guardians this year? We know what Ramirez is going to do. Josh Bell's going to be good. Jimenez, But Rosario, I think, is the guy that has to come through this year if we want to have a chance at maybe making it to the next step. So, Al, warm up Karinchak. How long does everybody think until Tito calls his name again? Are you a big proponent here as the 2-2 pitch is going to be grounded to third base? That's an easy play, and that is going to be the 3rd out. Well, the Cleveland Guardians get 3 runs in the top of the 2nd, and we go to the bottom of 2, up 3-1 on the Seattle Mariners. What do you guys think as we go to commercial break with that situation? Let me know in the chat. Do you think it's better for a pitcher who, kind of blows a game like that to come back the next day and get at it and just try to forget about that in his mind? Or do you think that sometimes that mentally hurts people? I mean, what do you guys think? Crazy Browns fan! What's up, buddy? Yeah, I know. I'm happy, man. I'm happy. Let's go. Cassie, you think tonight? I honestly agree with you. I think it's better like that. But also, I think it depends who you have. And I hate to get on Baker Mayfield or Johnny Manziel or those guys. But how many times did, with the Browns, you would see us, Baker would throw an interception, Johnny would throw an interception, then they'd come back out and then throw another one. I mean, so maybe that's a bad analogy because it's a different sport, apples to oranges. But I do think in baseball with relievers, you have to get them mentally prepared. Now, with that said, and nobody really has to agree with me on this, but I don't think he should have been brought in the first place yesterday. I think you use him in a situation where you're trying to hold that lead, set up Clase. Well, no, I take that back. He was okay coming in. I think Tito should have pulled him before the home run. Obviously, anybody could see he was having trouble, and I think leaving him in that extra, I actually don't blame him as much as I'll blame Tito for leaving him in, especially after he went out to the mound. So, yeah. Crazy Browns, yeah, he could lose his mojo, although the way he acts in the clubhouse, he seems like he's got a lot of mojo. Bottom of the 2nd here. And we are going to see 6, 7, 8 of Seattle or more, depending. Suarez up to bat, takes a 0-1 pitch for a strike, and this one's down and away, 1-1. Valerie, do I think they're going to make the playoffs this upcoming season? Listen, I would love for them to, 100%. 100% with the 1-1 pitch here, and that is going to be popped up to about mid-shallow left center field. That is pretty easy. Taking care of 1 out. Valerie, I do. I do think we're going to make the playoffs. But with that said, a little bit of caveat. I'm not a big fan of Deshaun Watson. I don't think we should have got him. And if he failed, I wouldn't hate it. But it would hurt myself because I want to see the Browns make the playoffs. Now, with all that said, as that's at low and it's 1-0 to Mr. Who is that? Oh, that's Kelnick. So 1-0 to Jared Kelnick. And that's right down the middle. 1-1. If the Cleveland Browns don't make the playoffs and Watson is the quarterback and he's the reason why we don't make the playoffs, as there's a ground ball 1-2, I'm going to tell you right now, then I'm going to have a hard time justifying any decisions that any ownership team makes in those offices. And that's down 2-2. I'll be honest. Like, you went to get this guy because you thought this was what was going to bring us playoffs. And if he can't bring us playoffs, then what did we pay him $340 million? That is down the left field line. That is going to be extra bases for Kelenic. And that is a double there with 1 out. So this one is a little bit different than last night's game, as we are sitting here with quite a bit of runners and 4 runs already in the bottom of the second. If you guys are just coming in, if you could, smash that like button. We already got up to 15 likes. That is awesome. If you do have a moment and you haven't smashed the like button, please do so. It just helps me out, and I love you guys. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. It takes 2 seconds, and I'm here all summer long with the Guardians. Runner on second, 1 out. We got Gaddis, and he's going to... A nice breaking ball. I can't believe that we had Hummel. He kind of surprised he didn't swing at that one. Al Rosario is notorious slow starter. Think he can earn his medal stay. You don't think he's going to use Karashek tonight? He's going to use Stefan, De Los Santos, and Eli. I'd like to see Eli Morgan, as that one's fouled back to the backstop. It's 1-1 to Hummel. I did get the name right. And well, I have a good friend, my father-in-law, who's Croatian, and he called me actually at 1 o'clock in the morning, and he told me what the right one was. So yeah. There is a rolled over hit to first baseman. It's going to be taken care of. So runner goes to third here with 2 outs. And we're going to get the number 9 hitter, Crawford. Valerie, as long as Watson don't do anything dumb in the offseason, yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, but I think the mayor of Cleveland said that he was going to shut down all massage parlors. So I think he should be okay. God, he's an idiot. I don't understand why rich people have to be that way. Like, I talk to my wife all the time about that. There is the first pitch to Crawford, who had a good game last night. And he went 1 for 2. Yeah, 1 for 2 with a walk and a run. He's 0-1 here after a nice cut on that first pitch. Gaddis looking at the runner on third. The 0-1 pitch, that is fouled off again. Got him in an 0-2 count. Bronson, man, how you doing, buddy? Go Mariners. You a Mariners fan? Welcome in. If you're coming in, smash the like button. I'm here for fun. Listen, I'm a huge Guardians fan, obviously. But you know what? You could have 1 million Mariners fans in this room right now with me, and I would absolutely love all of you. Because baseball's fun, and Gaddis just rung Crawford up, and we go to the top of the third inning. 3-1 Guardians. That's what I like to see. Let's get it done. Let's get it. Fantastic. So, top of third, 3-1, and this is where, because it's so quick nowadays, I don't get to the chat. Thanks, Bronson. I appreciate it, man. Good man. You're a good man. All Mariners fans are good. I have not honestly met a Mariners fan that hasn't been like the most considerate person in the entire world. And I'll even go one further. I think probably Cleveland and Seattle, when it comes to baseball fan base, demographic. I know Seattle isn't considered a blue-collar town, especially, you have Amazon, Microsoft, Expedia. All the big companies have moved there. It's a technological town, but there's a lot of hardworking folks in Seattle. And I'll say, having been to Safeco and now what is T-Mobile Park quite often, I haven't met probably a better fan base at a ballpark than other than Cleveland. Cleveland fans, just fantastic. So yeah. Now I don't think I ever want to go to Philly. The way I just continually see Philly fans, I just don't think I ever want to go. But maybe one day. We'll see. So welcome in, guys. Hope everybody's doing well. A little score update around the league. Colorado taking it to San Diego. Can Colorado Rockies be a surprise team in that division? It's going to be hard. I mean, that's a good division there with San Diego and LA, obviously, but The problem I have with the Rockies is they play their home games in what is essentially, with the altitude, just a little league park, So they do, Bronson. So I actually lived in Seattle. If you live in Seattle, you'll know where I lived. I lived in Maple Valley. But you're right, sir. You're right. And the unfortunate thing that we don't have in Cleveland that Seattle has is there is a very large homeless base. Is the first pitch to who is that? Ramirez is fouled down the left field line. Yeah, there's a large homeless base there in Seattle, which is unfortunate. So 0-1 to Ramirez here, top of the third, no outs. Robbie Ray working, and that's inside 1-1. Jose Ramirez, I took him first in my fantasy draft. Last 2 times up, he's proven to be okay. I'll take it. Let's see what he can do here in his second at bat. He's going to ground this one to shortstop. Pretty easy play. Nice pickup. Nice snag there at first by France. And that is 1 out. Wow, he almost threw that one away, but France makes a nice scoop and retires Mr. Ramirez. So, Josh Bell, the new addition, is coming up. And we'll see what he can do. They're showing the odds of Rosario to record a hit tonight. It's minus 240. That is absolutely that's crazy. Minus 240 for Rosario to get a hit tonight? That seems pretty juiced and pretty high to me. 1-0 count here to Josh Bell. Southpaw delivers, and that is up outside. 2-0. They walked Ramirez and Bell last time up. In fact, Josh Bell's seen 6 pitches, and they've all been balls here in this game thus far. The 2-0 pitch by Ray. That is a nice pitch down and in, and Josh Bell took about what I think was a pitching wedge to try to hit that, but he did not get underneath it enough. So, 2-1 pitch coming up. And just off the plate, 3-1. And I'm not really quite sure why we're pitching around Josh Bell. I mean, I know he's a good hitter, but Robbie Ray really seems to not want him to put this ball anywhere near the strike zone. The 3-1 pitch. That one, whoa! Well, it was a swing and a miss, but Josh Bell's bat went about 40 yards down. It actually almost hit the third baseman. Yeah, so I don't know why Robbie Ray's trying to keep it out of the strike zone. I mean, if you're going to put in the strike... That was nuts. That actually almost hits the umpire. It's crazy. So, it's going to be a full count here with 1 out, nobody on. Robbie Ray, 54 pitches already, and this, in all honesty, if we're going to be a good team, this is the key to success. You got to work these counts this year. If you're not going to score a lot of runs, and we didn't last year, but if you're not going to score runs, take some walks, get the pitch count, and get this guy out of the game and start working the bullpens. 3-2 pitch inside, and that's the second walk that Robbie Ray has given Josh Bell in this game. So runner on first, only 1 down here, and we are going to see Josh Naylor. Now, I want honest opinions with Josh Naylor in the chat, guys. I honestly do. I want your opinion on this guy. I'm like up and down with him, like constantly. Do I like him? Is he good? It seems every time I hate him, he gets a big hit. When I like him, he sucks. First pitch on the way, that's on the outside corner. That is going to be strike 0-1. Valerie, so I discussed this quite a bit last night. I'll give you the short version. I agree with that statement. I'm not a fan of it. The 0-1 pitch there is going to be grounded foul right side 0-2. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm a traditionalist. I enjoy the traditional baseball game. However, I mentioned last night doing these live streams. It's like I sit here 3-4 hours basically talking to myself. Although I am talking to you guys, I enjoy it thoroughly. Trust me. The 0-2 pitch to Naylor, that is going to be fouled off again. We're going to do it again at 0-2. Now, with that said, I do kind of enjoy it with the live streams because last night, I mean, these are 10 o'clock games. I really don't want to stay up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning here on the East Coast. So doing these, it was over at 12:10 last night. That was kind of nice. So if I'm going to the game, I don't like it, but if I'm doing the live streams, I do. If that answers your question, and Naylor strikes out there. Good pitch by Ray. That's his third K. So 2 down here. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's ask the chat. What do you guys think? Do you like the pitch clock? What do you guys like it? Don't like it? What do you think? Cassie, you like Josh? Okay. But you don't like the play clock? I think those of us that enjoy baseball probably are on that side of the fence. You know, like our true baseball fans, as that is a big cut by Gonzalez, and it is 0-1 here with a runner on first, 2 down, top of third. Last time up, Gonzalez had that nice hit. Let's see if he can't get something going in. Al's loving it. I know he is. I knew, Al, you were loving it. Are you really? Is it really because it's shorter? That is in the dirt, and we're going to get a pass ball. And that is going to get Josh Bell down to second base. Yeah, like, I don't know. I think you can like it and hate it at the same time. Who knows? I just don't think it's going to help people bring people into baseball, as that's up and in. It's 2-1. Just listen, hear me out on this, guys. You're either a baseball fan or you're not a baseball fan. I think the argument of why they bring in the pitch clock this season to like shorten games because we want people to feel like to like bring interest into the game. You either like baseball or you don't like baseball. I've never met anybody who's been like, oh, baseball's fun, but it's just too long. No, I've never heard anybody say that. Foul off there, 2-2 with 2 outs here, and Josh Bell on second to Gonzalez. People will sit and watch a hockey game for 7 hours during the playoffs when it goes into the 6th overtime, and nobody's complaining, oh my God, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, because it's entertaining. I think you either like the baseball or you don't like the baseball. It's not going to help bring people into the sport. So 2-2, Gonzalez fouls that, ruins that, whatever you want to call it. 64 pitches in, Robbie Ray's here. Does anybody agree with me on that fact? Does anybody actually think that's the same thing? Sam, I do agree with that. I think Sam makes a great point there. I think Sam makes a good point. Al, really? I know they did. I know. I just hate that, man. I don't know. Joey, yes. I think that's fine. I do. That's kind of my point. I think in person, it's gonna suck. You're gonna get to the game and you're gonna feel like it's over already. You know. I've gone to a soccer game before or some MLS games, and it doesn't feel like you get what you pay for. 3-2 pitch here, runner on second. That's Josh Bell. It's a ground ball, third base. That's a long throw, but not that long. So it's going to retire the side. Gonzalez, 1 for 2 on the night still. He had a good single there on his first time up. And that is going to take us to the bottom of the third inning. Now, with that said, obviously some of these games are going to continue to be longer games. I mean, we're sitting here at an hour in, and we're not even done with the third inning. I mean, we're on pace for a 3-hour game, basically. So, I don't know. Sam likes it. Valerie agrees with me. I just think you're going to get 50-50 with this. Now, can everybody agree that the rule that you can only throw over to first twice is fantastic? I really like that rule. Because let's be honest, especially during playoff baseball, how many times do you see 3, 4, sometimes even 5 throws, and they're not even throws. They turn and they toss the ball, you know, and nobody's getting tagged out. It's a theatrical episode, basically. So I think that rule is fantastic. Fantastic. And on top of that, I actually do really love the shift. I do love the shift rule. I think it brings in for some really good, interesting ways that you can utilize the outfield. But I'm a gambler. And listen, if you bring that left fielder in and to where that second baseman would normally play, I think you're gambling that you're leaving the entire outfield open. So, in my opinion, guys, I think it's fantastic to also, like, with the shift there as well. So, I love it. I think some of these are good. Bronson, man, the pizza box size bases. That's fantastic. That's a great comment. That's a great comment, man. Oh, that's great. More steals, more action. Al, I do think, yeah, they they're similar. All right, so bottom third, Rodriguez is up. We got Gaddis on the mound. That first pitch fouled off. Is it Rodriguez? Yeah. So top of the order here. Rodriguez, I believe, is the only person to get a hit, if I'm not mistaken. No, they were Wong. Wong got a hit as well. 0-1 pitch by Gaddis. That is going to be a soft ground ball to short. Played on 2 hops and retired is Rodriguez. Nice job there by, I believe that was Jimenez. So, 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Yeah, shorten the game. 2 more strikeouts, Robbie. Come on. Track, what's up, man? Yeah, what do you need? 6? Over 6? Something like that? Yeah, J-Rod's not looking... he had that nice hit in the first, but he struggled. So, Bronson, I know you weren't in here last night. And, guys, if you are coming in, and I know Bronson already did this, but I'm just saying, again, if you're coming in, if you could smash the like button, that'd be awesome. It just helps me out so much more. And the more likes I get, the more I come back and do this. And I love to spend time with everybody. It's like my favorite thing I do. In fact, I don't even know where my wife is anymore. I do. She's out with friends. But anyways, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It's a 2-1 pitch coming to Wong, who's 1 for 1 in this game. But last night, what I was going to say is that was inside. Did he check? He did. 3-1. Last night I was talking about Stephen Kwan and Rodriguez, and I think they both, those youngsters, had great years. Not going to take anything away, but I think they regress. They take a step back this year, and I think that's going to be unfortunate for both fan bases because, those were kind of the first years that those guys were playing for the teams, and they got to see something pretty awesome in both of them, and I think it's going to bring some frustration. Full count pitch, and that is roped down the right field line, and that is going to be a foul ball. We're going to do it again at 3-2. But yeah, I think it's going to be frustrating for some of these... definitely for some of these fan bases to look at these guys who had breakout seasons and then to take a step back. And Gaddis walk. Come on, man. That was an awful pitch. He's going to walk Wong. Say that 6 times fast. He's going to walk Wong, and there's going to be a runner on first with 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. All right, so Ty France, who had the big hit last night, and I'll tell you this guy is a baller. He is, I think, the most underrated guy on this team, and I say that, he's probably not underrated, but I don't think a lot of people outside of Seattle and outside of probably professional betting or sports really know who this guy is too well. I mean, I'm sure you don't have a Texas Ranger fan, a Fairweather fan who knows who Ty France is, but he's a really good hitter. Runner on first, 0-1 pitch, outside, it's 1-1. 5+, oh, nice track. Oh, that's awesome, man, congrats. Bronson, I hope you're right, too. You want those young hitters to come up in the game and be people, Unfortunately, there's people, and that's a ground ball through the left side, and we're going to have runners on first and second with 1 out for Seattle here. That's just kind of a seeing-eye single there. It pretty much rolled the entire way through that hole, so I'm not going to blame Gaddis. He did kind of leave that up a little. In fact, Zunino had to get out of his stance. I'm not sure if that's because the runner was taken off, but that was middle. Yeah, the runner was taken off, but it was just right there. Maybe that could have been a true hit and run. Could have been a true hit and run. Sammy shouting in the cafe I work at. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. What cafe? There is going to be a swinging bunt, but it is going to roll foul. Is it in Cleveland, Sam, or where are you from? What state you guys from? Guys in the chat, if I don't know you, hey, please tell me where you're from. I'd love to know where everybody's from. I got friends all around the world from YouTube, Australia, Germany, Austria. Got one guy in Kenya, South Africa. Joey, what's up? Go Mariners. Go Mariners. All right. I'm not a Mariners fan, but hey, I welcome everybody. You got to admit, this is probably Brown's best roster since he came back in 2000. Well, yeah. I mean, mainly because Tim Couch isn't our quarterback anymore, right? So first and second here, there's one out, and we got Hernandez, the cleanup hitter at bat. 0-1 count, and he's another check swing kind of bunt hit there that rolls foul. So he's down 0-2 in the count. Give me a T, give me a Y. That's awesome. West Wall Cafe in Seattle. Hey, Sam, that's awesome, man. That's pretty cool. I love it. I love it. The land of Cleve, DB, that's awesome. I'm a West Sider. New Orleans, I got a lot of friends on the channel from New Orleans, and especially in just all over Louisiana. Valerie from Canton, awesome. You know what? I'm sure you've been in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but I have to say, I can't believe in my 40 years, I've actually never been. And it's so close. It's just like an hour away from me. Rick Amherst, you're like 5 miles from me. That's awesome. 1-2 pitch to Hernandez. That is going to be fouled off. And then we're going to stay here at 1-2. Bottom of 3. 2 outs, 2 on. I'm sorry, 1 out, 2 on. First and second. Cassie, you're from Cleveland as well? Sweet. Joey, Northwest Washington, but at college in Massachusetts, so you can't watch your Mariners game? Doesn't that suck? I hate when that happens. You're going to the Hall of Fame game? That's awesome. Who's playing this year? Have they announced that yet? Who's playing in Hall of Fame? The 1-2 pitch got fouled off. We're going to do this here for a third straight time. Trackman, thanks, because I'm starting to feel old. In fact, I've started to feel so old. My wife and I are actually training for the Akron Marathon as we speak. Tomorrow I got to go run 4 miles. 1-2 pitch and another foul off. Hernandez really taking some cuts here. Really taking some cuts. Marcos, Florida. Hey, listen, I lived in Orlando for about a whole decade in my 20s. Great place down there. Jetson, no way. Is that true, Valerie? Is that really true? I did not know that. Can somebody confirm that? Oh, there's a 1-2 pitch that gets away from Zunino, and the runners are going to move up a base. It's now second and third. Oh, Zunino, I think that's on Zunino. I mean, it was a pitch in the dirt, but I'm going to blame Zunino anytime I can. So, runners on second and third, 1 out, 3-1, Cleveland Indians. PC Campana site for maintenance, America. You grew up in Elaria? Okay, again, just about, 5 minutes, 10 minutes down the road for me. It's Jets and Browns. Well, now, Valerie, I'm going to have to meet you there and go. And there is a rope down the right field line, but just foul. I did not know that. I call myself a sports fan. So Hernandez looks like he broke his bat after he fouled off about 35 pitches. And it's going to be 2-2, second and third, 1 out. And Gaddis' pitch count is slowly starting to climb up here. He's up to 51. If you guys are just coming in, if you could, smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. 2-2 pitch on the way from Gaddis. Second and third. And that is foul off again. This guy might go through a whole tree of lumber here. And Gaddis might get pulled if he keeps pitching before the end of this bat. He might be up to 80 pitches. This has been a fantastic at-bat by Hernandez. And quite honestly, you kind of lean always towards the batters in this situation. So let's see what he can do here. Second and third, 1 out, 2-2 pitch. And he fouls off another one. I don't know. Does anybody have a pitch number on this at bat? I'm guessing 10. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Maybe 11? No, 10. I was right, yeah. 10. I just saw it on the screen. 10 pitches this at bat. This will be the 11th one. 2-2 pitch on the way. You got to put on play if they want to score. And he fouls off the 11th pitch. DB, thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, so we are going to see our 12th pitch at that at-bat, at this at-bat. Valerie, it's 3 minutes away. Oh, that's awesome. What's the inside like? Is it worth it? Is it worth to pay to go inside? 2-2 pitch. And he finally got him! Gaddis strikes out Hernandez on the 12th pitch of the at-bat. And that is a massive strikeout with runners on second and third. And now you get the catcher in Raleigh coming up, who is going to bat left here. So unfortunately, he does have that advantage against Gaddis. But the good thing is he got 2 outs right now in this situation. So let's go. Let's see if we can't get something in this third out going and get on to the 4th inning. I'd love to carry the 3-1 lead into the 4th. This is a situation when it comes to the Guardians games. Like this is where we got to get out of trouble. Like these moments right here. If we want to be a winning team, you have to buckle down. And you know, I gave Gaddis a little bit of shit. And you know what? Fair on Cassie for telling me to shut up in the first inning, not overreact. She was dead right. If he can get out of this inning, I swear he's going to be maybe my new favorite pitcher. Bronson says it's about to be tied. Well, Hernandez struck out, but Raleigh's up. Let's see what he does. He's got a 1-0 count. Gaddis. Oh, no, Raleigh! The Devil's down! It's going to tie the game up! Oh, my God, Bronson, you were right. He threw a double down. Not down the right field line, into the gap of the right field, and it's 3-3. Oh, 3-3. And all the shit I was about to say nice things about Gaddis just went out the window. Absolutely out the window. Oh, come on. Oh, my gosh. He clears the bases, and it is going to be 3-3 with a chance for Seattle to take the lead here in the bottom of the 3rd with a runner on second. Man! All right, come on, Gaddis. And there is a hard ball on the first pitch hit, but right to Gonzalez, and he does end the inning, and we're going to go to the top of the 4th, all tied up at 3. It's a game of just moments, and we were just one moment away getting out of that, up 2 runs, but instead, that dangerous catcher in Raleigh gets a good couple of hits there, and just like that, we're all tied up, guys, moving into the top of the 4th inning. Again, we're going to commercial break. Not me. I'm right here with you. If you're coming in, we got up to 20 likes. How could we get to 30? If you are in, you haven't hit that like button, hey, for me, take a moment, just smash it. It'd be awesome. Appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you know you're loving me, so why don't you do it right now? Joey, yeah, Cal is good. He's a good hitter. You don't know me and how much I hate Mike Zunino, but if you're looking at the screen, that graphic with Zunino's strike tracker just tells you how much I can't stand Zunino. I would trade Zunino and about my 3rd or 4th child to get a hitter like Cal. He's fantastic. DB, you're right. But with 2 outs, they might have scored from first as well. I think you had some good runners on base there. You had Hernandez. Well, you had France was one. Was Hernandez the other one? It would have been tough. Thanks, Jam. Appreciate it. Frank, time for captain. I wish I could drink. Gotta run tomorrow. Can't drink. Thanks, Bronson. As always, appreciate it. Jam. That could be a 45-minute discussion, but in short, let me tell you the Cliff Notes version. I think we have the pieces to make the ALCS. I really do. I mean, if you think about last year, we were what? 1 away, right? 1 game away from going. Problem last year was we didn't have offense. It showed in that last game of the season. You know, we only put up 2 runs. We went out, we get Josh Bell. So my problem isn't Josh Bell, Ramirez. My problem are going to be the wild card, the jokers of our lineup. And no pun intended, because I consider Zunino one of those. And if they really think this guy's going to stay on, as Jimenez takes a ball there, 1-0 to start the top of the 4th, Robbie Ray pushing 70 pitches, and that one's in for a strike, 1-1. The wild card hitters, you know, the X factors in our lineup, Quan, Rosario, Naylor. I'm not gonna consider Gonzalez. I think he's top tier. That is deep down the right field line, but foul, and that's gonna be 1 and 2. Frank, we'll it's on your screen somewhere, but it's okay. DB, I was a season ticket holder of the captains, Bo Naylor is, I think, almost worse than Zunino. He's horrible. And I'm sorry for anybody that really likes Bo Naylor, but I watched that guy for 2 seasons of the captains, and when he did come up, all he did was the exact same thing Zunino does and strike out. 1-2 pitch to Jimenez. That is up high. 2-2. Way to work this count, and Ray is now over 70 pitches. All right, Bronson, man. Have a good one. Oh, sorry, Bronson. You're answering Frank. Yes. And thank you, Rick. Yeah. All right, 2-2. And that is up high, 3-2. Jam, I actually like them as a wild card to win the East. We'll see how they play. They didn't look good against St. Louis in the opener. Just not great. Straw does need to be a better hitter, Cassie. You're right. And they walk. That's a great walk there by Jimenez, who was down in the count 1-2. So runner on first here to lead off the inning. I'll tell you, Cassie, though, I think his defense is so much more exceptional than what Zunino brings behind the plate, that if you took Straw's offense and Zunino's offense and just said those are the exact same, I think I'd give still the edge to Miles Straw in center field. I think he has done a good job of commanding and roaming the areas that he needs to and making some good plays along the way, right? Maybe you could disagree with me, but that's just kind of my thing. Yeah, Rick, we're so close. So close. I was at that last game, by the way. Was it? No, not the... Yeah, I was at the last game. Were we... No, maybe I was at game 4. Yeah, I was at the last game, right? Because we went down... I don't know. Wherever we lost 4-2, I'm pretty sure I was at the last game. It was fun. It was a good time. Good time. Chris, you're in Columbus, man? That's awesome. 1-1 count here to the Zunino, by the way. And his strikeout tracker is up and ready. And that is going to be in for a ball. That was close, but it is 2-1. Cameraman didn't do a great job there. So it's 3-3 here. Top 4, 1 on. That was Jimenez getting a walk. 2-1 here to Zunino. And let's see if he can make a fool of me. Come on, Zunino. Do something, buddy. Come on. Do something. Let's go. 2-1 pitch, and he fouls that one off. And if you were with us yesterday, you know what I say when he gets to 2 strikes. The strikeout is about to happen. We'll see. I just have no confidence in this guy with 2 strikes. He walked last time because he got ahead of the pitcher. But in this situation, even when it's 2-2, I think he's behind in the count, quite honestly. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Mike Zunino. And he fouls that one off, so we're going to do it again. Jam, kind of to just land the plane on the Indians. If those X Factors can do something and have above average years, I think ALS is where we land. I don't see us making the World Series, although I did put a bet on them at 22 to 1 to win the World Series. 2-2 pitch coming into Zunino. Let's see if he can put the ball in play. And there's a throw over to first to keep Jimenez honest. Game 5 was in New York after the questionable rainout. Was there a rainout? I can't remember. So long ago. 2-2 pitch to Zunino. That is going to be fouled, and it's in foul territory. And Zunino, he didn't strike out, but that is not great. And there is one down now in the inning. Classic Zunino, career 200 hitter. Valerie, Indians are better at fielding or batting? 100% fielding. 100% fielding. Now, did it get closer this year with the addition of Josh Bell? Sure. But 100%, and let me clarify. I think our outfield defense and our middle it's close. It's close. But yes, fielding as a whole is a 1-0 pitch now, or it's 1-0 to Straw. I think what do you guys think? In the chat, let me know. What do you think? Answer Valerie. Are the Cleveland Guardians a better fielding or hitting team? Let's not just, at this moment, we're 1.5, not even 1.5 games in. 1-0 pitch to Straw. That is going to be fouled back. Did someone say Astros? Jam said, in my opinion, the Astros winning last year was such a disappointment. Rick heard a trash can. I think I did too. That's funny, Rick. Great comment. Love it. Chris, man, I love it. Thanks. Hey, we love you too. Appreciate the support. You're predicting World Series. Us, Tribe World, love it. I love it. I went down to Bet Jack at the beginning of the year when the ball rang 12. Put a bet on the Cleveland Indians to win the World Series, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually put a bet on the Mariners to win the World Series. In fact, Miles Straw goes the other way for a single, and are they gonna take? No, they're not gonna. Okay, I thought maybe we'd go first to third there, but hey, let's take it. Miles Straw, there we go. We got first and second with one out. Sorry, first and second with one out. Guys, let me show you, because you won't believe me. Where's my my Indians is in the bedroom, but here, look at this. I only put $20 on it, but I did the Seattle. Let me see if you can even see this. I did the Seattle Mariners $20 to win 380. So I got them at 18 to 1. So I am sort of rooting for the Mariners if the Indians can't get there. There's a strike down the middle to Quan as we roll back over to the top of the order here. Indians, and I always say the Indians half the time. I can't stop myself, so I do apologize. But yeah, Guardians, and that is Miles Straw steal. It's a double steal. What? Oh, they threw behind to Miles Straw taking second base. And I gotta be honest, I thought he was in clean. Oh, I thought he was absolutely in clean. I cannot believe they called him out on that. But are we gonna get a challenge or no? He is. There's no way he's out. I knew it. Okay, so that is gonna be second and third. They gotta challenge that. Jesus, that is a horrendous call. It's almost as bad as yesterday's where there was a foul tip. Yeah, I do think they're better at fielding. Yeah, Valerie, so you agree with me? It did rain. That's funny. Rick, you're a funny dude, man. Love it. Jam, thoughts on Yankees season? It's, I'll be totally transparent. I really don't pay attention to the Yankees that much because I kind of hate them. I drafted one guy, the new kid, the shortstop. Somebody remind me his name. I drafted him on my fantasy team. Yeah, he's safe. Of course we know he's safe. You guys want to shorten games, and then we have to sit here for 2 minutes and with a call that you should have made yourself. I mean, come on, let's go. But yeah, I think the Yankees. They're always going to be in contention for the AL East. I think one of these days Baltimore is going to get it right. I'm not sure if it's this year, but I think they're going to finally make a play at a wild card spot. I'd like it to be this year. I've been rooting for them for like 20 years to do well. 1-1 pitch is going to be outside. 2-1 to Quan here. Now this would be an interesting. I would not mind a little safety squeeze in this position. Quan's a fast runner. You do like maybe a drag bunt down to first. They're playing way back. That's Ty France over there. I say you drag this down to first. And, you got a good runner there with Jimenez on third base. They're going to let him hit away. And he takes one right down the middle of the plate. Right down the middle. So, 2-2. To Stephen Kwan. This is going to be his last inning. He's pushing 90, and that is fouled off by Kwan over the Mariners or the Indians or the Guardians dugout. See, it slips constantly. Jam. So I don't watch the Cavs. I'm not a Cavs fan. It's a really long story that I won't get into. But when LeBron left, I was done. I wasn't done with the team when he left. I was done when they accepted him back. 2-2 pitch to Quan. That is up high. 3-2. I love how Quan here is taking some more pitches today, being a little less aggressive and a little more patient to be that number one hitter and get on base for us. But yeah, when my thought is, like, I would never get disrespected by an ex-girlfriend and be like, hey, I'll take you back. No questions asked. Oh, that is a foul ball off of Cal Raleig's hand there, and that's going to hurt. The ump's going to walk out to the pitcher to hand Ray the ball just to give him a little extra time. But yeah, quite honestly, I kind of disowned the Cavs when that happened, and I became a Hornets fan. And if you want to know what a Hornets fan feels like, it feels like being a Cavs fan up until during the years that LeBron wasn't there. Valerie, here's the thing with the Ravens. As there's the 3-2 pitch. Oh, it's going to drop there. Oh, it's going to go, and we are going to be up 4-3. What a great hit. And Quan is going to go all the way. Oh, no, I thought he was going to go to third. He got in for a double. The ball squirted away, and it was backed up. So Quan gets back to second base. But he gets a little bloop double down the left field line. And just like that, the Cleveland Guardians have taken back the lead 4-3 here in the top of the fourth with just still one out. And I'll be honest, that might be it for Ray. I'm sorry, 5-3. There were two on, sorry. 5-3. I just don't see... Yeah, Ray's coming out of the game. I was just about to see... I don't see him over 90 pitches, staying in for any more hitters. So Ray's going to come out of the game, and that'll give me some time to answer some of your questions. Valerie with Lamar Jackson, and guys in the chat, let me know, what do you think about Lamar Jackson? But here's honestly what I think happens in these situations. The guy that wants the trade, for some reason, and this isn't just football, it's football and mainly basketball, because you don't see it often in MLB. Or really hockey. So NFL, NBA, those guys that want to trade, they ask for a trade, and they always get what they want. And I understand why. If you're an employer and you have an employee that doesn't want to be there anymore, do you really want them to be there? So, what's going to happen with Jackson is he's going to absolutely get traded or sit on a bench and wait till he's a free agent. I mean, they're going to hate him. So that's just my thought. Cassie, you didn't mind that he left. It was the way that he left. I would agree with that sentiment. Again, though, coming back to why I'm not a Cavs fan anymore. And nobody will ever agree with me on this. It's just a personal thing with me. And hey, listen, we're to each their own, right? But I kind of just disowned Dan Gilbert, and then because he's the owner of the Cavs just kind of came with that package of disowning him. I mean, he literally basically begged LeBron to come back. Not begged him, but I wanted us to win without LeBron and show LeBron, and I just didn't like how we gave in just to win a championship. I still consider myself as a Clevelander having never seen a championship happen because I wasn't a Cavs fan when it happened, so. You have Ray on your fantasy team, but you want a tribe win? Doesn't that suck when you have to root against it? So, all right, we're back. Still only one out, top of four. Again, at this time, the game was almost over last night. Gotson, G-O-T-T, if you're looking to spell that. And we got Rosario. Again, this guy, in my opinion, a wild card here. 1-0 pitch, that is going to be, to be honest, I think it was a strike, but Cal did a bad job behind the plate, catching that ball kind of like Zunino did there in the first inning, and it gets called a ball. 2-0 to Rosario. Come on, buddy, let's be patient. Let's get a nice swing on the bat. Let's get started here. That one, the exact same pitch, maybe. It's just that this guy's got a tight strike zone opposed to Carlson, who was behind the plate last night, who, if you watched the game last night, honestly, you could have taken a 12-inch ruler, taken it off the plate, and that's about where the strike zone is extended to. That one on the inside corner of the plate on the 3-0 pitch does catch it. It is 3-1 here. It was. It was, Cassie. It's crazy. In fact, it'd actually be over in about 40 minutes. 3-1. Oh, and he loses his bat. There must be some moisture in the air because it's the second one that happened. And it's a foul ball. He hit the bat broke. Never mind. The bat broke right at the handle. It kind of just looked like the bat came out of his hand. But we're going to get a full count here. Thanks, Jam. Appreciate it, man. It always ends up badly. Yeah, it does. 3-2 to Rosario. I would really love to see this guy get going. As I mentioned, I think he's a huge X factor with this team. Now, are we in the second game of a 162 season? Yeah. And that is a chopped ball off the plate. It's going to be a hard play, and it's going to end up being an infield single, and that is going to get Kwan over to third. Still, 1 out in the inning. Runners on the corners here. And listen, if that's what we needed to get Rosario a little bit of confidence, I'd be, you know what, if I could I can live bet, but I'd be interested to see what he does next at bat, to see if that gives him some confidence moving forward. We'll see. I was up 69-68 with 3:54 left. Really? Wow. Is that South Carolina they're playing, Chris? Right? If I'm not mistaken. Let's go, Cassie. Let's get it done. Runners at the corners, and we got Ramirez up. Come on. It's my fantasy guy. Let's go. Anybody talk to their fantasy people the same way I do? I'm like, earn your first round pick. 1-0 pitch, and he does not earn his first round pick. He hits an infield fly rule, basically. And there's 2 outs in the inning as that's taken by the third baseman, not even past really the pitcher's mound. God, I don't know why I took him. I should have taken Acuna, who, if I'm not mistaken, had a big first day. Bronson. Oh, that is a provoking question. That is it's a thought-provoking, might I say. Josh Bell, let me think about that for a second, because my gut reaction's no. And that is a foul off there by Josh Bell, our cleanup hitter. Chris, you did too? Me too, man. But you know what? Here's the problem. And Chris, do you do this sometimes during your fantasy draft where I'm a little biased? I'm like, I'm going to take Ramirez. I had the first pick, and I'm like, do I really want to root for Acuna? I mean, I feel like maybe I should have not been biased, but Bronson, to get back to it, I'm going to say no. Especially now with the shortened games. 0-1 pitch, that is going to be a strike right down the middle, 0-2, and we're going to have, who is that who took that? Yeah, Rosario. I don't know if they'll call that a stolen base. He does go to second. It was catcher indifference, really. So 0-2's coming to Bell. 5-3, top of 4 here. My thing is, if they didn't shorten the games or try to shorten the games, I actually wouldn't have minded like 128 games. And that is a ground ball to the pitcher, and he's going to throw. Gott throws that to the first baseman, and the Mariners get out of the inning. But 2 runs across the board, and the tie is broken as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning here at T-Mobile Park. Cleveland Guardians 5, and the Seattle Mariners 3. As we go to commercial break in between innings. Yeah, so I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you rather have shortened games on a 162 season or not shorten the games on like a 128? What do you guys think? Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets. Did it happen? Did it actually happen, or are we still waiting on that? Because if we're still waiting on it, I'm not really sure that it's going to happen. If you guys are joining us, if you haven't already, help me out. Take 2 seconds, smash that like button. We're at 24. I would love to get up to 30 likes. That would be awesome. We just eclipsed 15 very easily tonight. Can we double it up? That would be sweet. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, you're enjoying me. I'm enjoying you. Make sure you do so. Jam says shortened games of 162. And I kind of agree. I'd rather have the shortened games with the 162 season. Again, being a traditionalist with baseball, I do love... If you shorten the season, let me pose a second question to the group here. If you shorten an MLB season to like 128 games, do you just have more off days and the season still goes April to October? Or when would you start the season? And with all of that said, one thing I think we should do is, can we shorten the spring training? A whole month of spring training games is just so boring and irritating, in my opinion. It's exciting in mid-February. You're like, oh, MLB's back. But then the next month and a half that happens is just like, I just can't stand it. I hate it. Chris, you'd reduce it by like 10 or 20? All right, that's not bad. First pitch by Gaddis, who is up to 60 pitches. Kelnick is the batter here, the number 7 hitter. They didn't come back from commercial. He's down. Oh, no. He's down 0-2 because he got a batter strike, an infamous batter strike, because he took too much time. So the 0-2 pitch, and he fouls that one off. Here's the thing. Let me ask you about this, and I know I'm throwing a lot of questions at you guys, but there's a lot of new rules. What do you think about the umps not really taking time and letting us as a viewer have time to figure out what happened? They're doing motions, but there's not it's just really quick, and you're like, oh my God, what happened there? What happened? I wish they would make some kind of announcement like the NHL does, like when a penalty happens. Kelnick strikes out Gaddis, a high heater up and in, and that gets it done. So there's one out here in the bottom of the 4th with the number 8 hitter, Hummel, coming up to bat. My reaction, I don't think it happens, Valerie. I really don't think it happens. Does Aaron Rodgers really want to go to the Jets? Does anybody else think that'd be super surprising? Because I definitely think it would. I really think it would. So first pitch to Hummel is going to be in there for a strike. DB, you do have to stretch out starting pitchers. Yeah, I mean, there's a pop fly out of play, 0-2, and Gaddis is kind of dealing right now, looking very good. There would, DB, I agree with that, but how about this, DB? Ooh, up and in, and a little too far in, and Gaddis hits Hummel there on the right shoulder, so that's going to put a runner on first, and I didn't take the runner off first from last inning, so perfect. Don't see the player. Frank makes a good point. He doesn't see the players taking a big pay cut. We had a little bit of discussion in here yesterday about NBA players and load management, and Al made a great point about saying, "What if you just pay them by what they play? Maybe they'll do that." So, I mean, you could. Yeah, I don't know what you would do there with the MLB if you took 20 games away. But here's my thought. I mean, if you're going to take game time away, aren't you losing hundreds and thousands of dollars at the concessions? Nobody's talking about that. Beer sales have to be really struggling. The 0-1 pitch from Gaddis to Crawford with a runner on first. That is outside, 1-1. Bronson, I don't really mind that. And it's not... the series actually is being played more in November now than October. 1-1 pitch. Coming to Crawford, Gaddis reaching 70 pitches. We're just sitting here at the bottom of the 4th inning. That one's a little low, 2-1. Jam, that is a hot take there. I'm not saying they don't, but when I think top pitching in the league, they maybe top 5, but they don't come off like that is the best. Crawford takes a nice little golf swing. This is going to be in the mid-right field there. It's going to be caught by Gonzalez, and that is going to be the second out of the inning. And we are going to roll it up to the top of the order to the 2022 Rookie of the Year is going to be... There we go. 2 outs. There we go. Are we going to get a pitching change? I think Gaddis is coming out. And this is kind of interesting to me. You got a runner on first, and Tito comes out, and he's going to pull Gaddis. And I think he learned his lesson from last night when he left, Karachek in a little too long. So, hey, good on Tito for learning from his mistakes, 100%. I love it. I love it. DB makes another good point with the TV money and everything. Triston McKenzie, there's flukes. Here's my only thing about shortening spring training and talking about injuries. Is there more of a risk of an injury? Sure, but look at Verlander. He went down on day one. Another one of my fantasy players, Max Fried, only lasted 3 innings, but I'm not sure if he's actually going to go to the IL. I think it's just a tweaked hamstring, maybe. We'll see if he lands on that. I tweeted this. Nobody really cared. And guys, if you're in the chat, I'm so close to 1,000 followers on Twitter. If you are on Twitter, follow me at Grandstand Bets, GrandstandBets. Grandstand Bets on Twitter. I'm like, I think 17 people away from 1,000 followers. It'd be awesome to hit 1,000 tonight if everybody goes in and follows me. But anyways, I tweeted tonight. Did you guys see this Brad Hand situation? This guy, literally did not start the season because of anxiety. Now, mental health, all that, I'm not going to joke around about that, so nobody take this the wrong way. But I tweeted, and I think taking Brad Hand did the employee equivalent of somebody at Subway by just saying, calling in on their first day and being like, my cat died, so I can't make it. I mean, he literally, all spring training, didn't say a word, and then was like, you know what, I'm just not going to start because I have anxiety. It was crazy. Yes, Daniel Bard, sorry. I don't know what I said, but yes, not Brad Hand. You're right, Daniel Bard, my fault. Yes. I said it right on my Twitter, not in person here. But yes, sorry, DB, you're correct. I make a ton of mistakes. Please, I love actually when people correct me. 100% all for the constructive criticism, especially with my pronunciations. Al will tell you in the chat I'm horrible at that, and that is going to be a stolen base there with 2 outs and a chance now as Hummel gets out to second for Rodriguez to knock him in. By the way, if we don't finish this 4th inning here in the next 20 minutes, the first 4 innings of today is going to take basically the entire game yesterday, so... Oh, there is a shot to left. Get it! Oh, no! Oh, what are you doing, Quan? He had the ball halfway down his glove, and it pops out, and just like that, it's a 5-4 game as J-Rod gets a double. They gotta call that an error. Oh, it was a hard-hit ball. Sandlin hung that one up. But, oh, man... What are we doing here? That was... Oh, Quan! It was in your glove! It was in your glove! Oh, that's got to be caught. That's got to be caught. Oh, so 5-4. Runner on second. We continue here with this elongated 4th inning. I'm pretty sure this inning's gone about 40 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Joey, it was... But, I'm not going to give him credit. That was more Stephen Kwan not doing his job. But, to each their own. I mean, yeah. It was a hard-hit ball for sure. Sandlin really left that ball up. TP. You got me choking, man. That's funny. Didn't he win one last year? In fact, they got a good promotion where they're giving away, mystery gold glove replicas or something. Sandlin gets Wong down on strikes and ends the inning. That's fine. Guardians still end up with a 5-4 lead after all is said and done there. And we go to the top of the 5th. Top of 5. Guardians 5, Seattle 4. Whew. Thanks, Butterfingers. Jam, man. That's what I said all yesterday and early on today is he's gonna regress. I think you just can't. These are the professional leagues, man. I mean, you're just not going to get a young guy. It's few and far between that you're going to get a young guy who comes in and just has an illustrious career. So, yeah. Al, thanks for the backstory on that. I know he had some issues there, but I just thought it was funny. I know, and that's why I didn't want to joke about it too much. But I just like, I was more laughing at my analogy of, like, you know, somebody who just got hired for a job and they're like, you know what, I'm not going to come in today. But yeah, that's why I don't really joke about it, because yeah, I know there's people out there, mental health, all of it, but. You know when I have anxiety, because I get it quite a bit. I have it when every single Cleveland sports team plays. All right, we're going to the top of the 5th inning, guys. Appreciate everybody stopping in. We got a great group today. You guys have been fantastic. For anybody new to the channel, I am going to do about 60 plus games for the Guardians, maybe more. If I get a good crowd, I might do even more. We'll see. Tomorrow, my wife and I, we're season ticket holders to the Cleveland Monsters. There's a game, so we're going to the game tomorrow. But I am going to be here on Sunday at 4:10 p.m. Eastern on my YouTube channel, and we'll be doing the Mariners Guardians game then. So make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and make sure you know when I go live. Top of 5, Josh Naylor's up. He's 0-1's the count. Again, I'd love to hit 30 likes, so if you haven't smashed that like button, please take a second and do some. And that is inside 1-1 to Naylor. All right, Valerie. Hey, awesome. Hey, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I love having new faces. Thank you. Not coming in for job. Would that be the Guardians yesterday? It sure would. At least they're hitters. Kluber looked decent. His velocity really started hurting in 4, 5, 6 innings. Naylor takes a swing and a miss there, unfortunately. And it's 2-2. Gott actually has some very good stuff. And he's showing it here early to our hitters. Josh Naylor hits a single through the left side. A great at-bat there, and goes the other way to start us off with a runner on first. Love it. So, you know, we talked about Naylor. Do I like him? This would be an instance that I'm loving him. That's a great at-bat. I actually didn't have much confidence after he swung through the previous pitch. But he stays back and puts that ball with 2 strikes through the shortstop, third baseman hole there. And he's going to be on first with Gonzalez, Mr. SpongeBob, up to bat, who takes a first pitch strike. Chris, I know, and I think we're a team that could score 6 runs per game if we're patient. And let's be honest, as Gonzalez was not patient, he swung at the second pitch, pops it up, and there is going to be the first out of the inning. Listen, you want to talk about X factors? There's a trend of why we've done so well, in my opinion, tonight. It's because of our patience. Look at what we did. We were patient with Ray. We got him out of the game. It's not just about getting him out of the game. It's about working the counts, making him pitch, 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 pitch. I know somebody had a 12-pitch at-bat against Gaddis, but we had, I think, a 10-pitch at-bat against him as well. So that's really going to help us out. Look forward to it. Jim, awesome, man. Thanks for stopping by. Listen, appreciate it, everybody. I know it's late, especially for the East Coasters. I'm going to go to the end, so anybody that wants to stick around, please do so with me. But yeah, thanks, Jam. Have a good night, man. 0-1 to Jimenez, and that is going to be it should have been a double play opportunity, but that is an error on the second baseman, and we're going to have first and second on with guess who coming to bat. Guess who's coming up? You know what? This is going to piss me off if he doesn't strike out today, because I literally put up his strikeout tracker today, and then watch, he's not going to get one. I don't want him to, but I just thought about that. I was up 4. Man, you know what's funny? They had a prop bet on South Carolina. Will South Carolina win the tournament? Was minus 240, and the field was plus money. First and second, one out here, top fifth, and Zunino really wanted a home run there, and he was about 45 seconds too late on that fastball. Oh. 0-1 pitch to Zunino, and again, blown by Zunino. He's down in the count, 0-2. Iowa by 4 with 2 seconds left, and Iowa ball DB. Thanks for the update. That is awesome. That's fantastic. 0-2 pitch to Mike Zunino, and do we know what's coming? Oh, how was that not a strike 3 call? That was right on the letters. All right, 1-2. 1-2 to Zunino, man. I'd love it if you hit a home run here. Let's do it. One time. The 1-2 pitch. He hits it. He's got it. It's a single. Mike Zunino's get a guy in. Oh, Mike Zunino. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh, fantastic. And Jimenez goes, I believe, first to third to put runners at the corners. And Mike Zunino, could this be the year that he resurrects his career and he gets his career average up to, oh my God, he's not going to bring in a run. I'm sorry. I misspoke. I assumed that Naylor was going to be able to score from second on a single, but what am I talking about? It's bases loaded now. It's bases loaded, and it's still 5-4, and we got Miles Straw up. Does anybody understand why Josh Naylor did not go there? The ball's right next to you. You should immediately... This is crazy. What is going on? Up and into Straw. It's now 1-1 the count. 40 points again for Clark. God, she's fantastic. That's awesome. Well, Chris, I know he's slow, but off the bat, the ball went right past him. You could have literally just... I don't know. All right, 1-1. Oh, no. Straw grounds out. It's a forced play at home, and we're going to keep the bases loaded. That's an awful at-bat by Straw, but I'm not going to get on him too much as he got a sac fly up, I think, last time. So 5-4, still bases loaded, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. All right, come on. Let's go. Stephen Kwan. We're going to roll it back up to the top of the order here, boys and girls. And let's see if we can't get a single and break this one wide open. 5-4, top of 5th. 9 runs. The over-under on this one was, I believe, 8, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, 1 count. Coming to Kwan. And that is ripped, but unfortunately right back to the screen. He's got some velocity on his pitches for sure. Last time up, Kwan did a seeing-eye double down the left field line. Jimenez and I believe Straw scored, and that was a 2-run RBI double. Yeah, Chris, I know that's why he's batting 9th, and I don't really have a problem with him batting 9th. I appreciate his glove more than I do his bat. 1-2 pitched to Kwan. That was borderline, but it was a little bit low. 2-2. And I have to say, and if you've been paying attention to Kwan at bat tonight, he has done a fantastic job taking pitches and having some patience at the plate. Cal Raleigh is going to go out, and he is going to talk to Gott and see what they want to do here on an important 2-2 pitch. Here in the top of the 5th with the bases loaded and 2 outs. But, in fact, if anybody knows, does somebody have a number on how many pitches that Kwan has seen in his first 3 at-bats? It's got to be, I'm going to guess it's near 20. That's what I'm guessing. It's near 20. Here comes his 5th pitch at this at-bat. 2-2. And that's outside, and everybody's going to be moving. Even that big boy at second base, Zunino. Everybody's going to be moving here on this pitch. Come on. I'll take a walk. I'll take a free run. I'm all about free runs. I'm not sure why everybody needs to hit a home run here. And that one is going to be fouled down the left field line and out of play. We'll do it again at 3-2. I wish they would have had a camera from center field there to show me how far Zunino got from second when Gott started to throw that pitch. All right, 3-2, bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the 5th. Gott, 33 pitches in. He gets another pitch spoiled. Foul ball down the right field line. And we'll do it for a 3rd time at 3-2. Zunino's getting in a workout, having to go back and forth. So the 35th pitch of Gott after he's came in for Robbie Ray. That is lined, fair ball, single, and Zunino, oh God, he's hammering down the 3rd baseline. Can he score? Oh my God, they had him, but they cut it off. I think they had Zunino dead as an animal at the plate, but Quan comes through for another 2-run RBI hit. And he has now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 4 RBIs on the night, and I'm going to sneeze. That's how excited I got. Let's go. Oh, my God. Fantastic. We are now up 7-4 over Seattle. Let's go. Zunino, if you're watching the game, let me know. I really thought they should, if they let that go, I think that's a play at the plate with Zunino. That's just a personal opinion of mine, but I think he's dead to right. So 7-4, top of 5th here. Is it 5, DB? Did I miss one? I'm sorry. I knew he had at least 4, but yeah. So Gott's going to come out. He, quite honestly, he had high velocity, but he just left the ball over the plate a little too much. He didn't do really much better than Robbie Ray did, so they're going to go to the bullpen. Welcome in everybody to the chat. Glad you can join me tonight. If you can, please take a minute, smash that like button. I'd really love to get it up to 30 likes. We got 40 people in here. It'd be cool to get to 30. Be my friend tonight. Smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I know you're loving me. And don't forget, if you're new to our channel, we have Wheel of Winners coming up where, yeah, you have a chance to win a cash prize. You didn't know that, did you? Because you're new. Hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss Wheel of Winners any day that we have a live stream of the Cleveland Guardians. Looking forward to you guys joining us all summer long. I'm just looking in on Grisham. Of course, he got a walk. I need him to get a hit, and I'm not sure if it's coming in the bottom of the 9th because I don't think he's going to get up again. So that's unfortunate. God, I've been spot off on the first 2 days on my free picks. The good news is my Patreon picks are winning, so that's kind of all I care about because that's what people pay for. But I just looked at a text. My wife's on the way home. She does not know what she's walking into. I can tell you that. All right, so Al, he would have been a dead duck, 100%. San Francisco and 2-run or sac fly, San Francisco. That's how I read that, DB. That just tells you how much I write SF for San Francisco. Yeah, sac fly and 2 runs. Was one a double? I think he went to second base on that one, or maybe not. Either way, 5 RBIs is fantastic. Love it. Al is correct, and I believe he would have been. He was only halfway down. I wonder if the infield told Gott to not cut that off. You got PG, you got Quan in your fantasy. What a pickup that is, man. 2 games in, and he's got 5 RBIs already. So, what do we got going on? We're back at the game. We got Murphy in, the new pitcher for Seattle. It's 7-4, Cleveland Guardians, top of 5th. There's still 2 outs. And we've just almost reached the 2-hour mark of this game. It's a 1-0 pitch to Rosario. And that is in for a strike, 1-1. By the way, I have to tell you guys, because I just saw Jag put a parlay there, and good luck to you, sir. Good luck to you. As the one, nope. Okay, so Murphy turned around and acted like he was going to throw to second. But I just want to remind everybody, it's a quick turnaround for me. But if you're laying in bed tomorrow morning and you don't want to get out of bed, myself and my friend Ian from the UK, we host a live soccer betting show. It happens at 9 a.m. Eastern time every Saturday. So, hey, if you're up, if you're laying in bed, if you don't want to get out of bed and you're just going through YouTube tomorrow morning, join us at 9 a.m. It's a fun time. Ian's hilarious. And we got 4 bets tomorrow that we're going to hand out in all of soccer. And there's a single by Rosario up the middle. That is going to score, I believe, 1. And it is now 8-4 with runners at the corner. Let's go. This is what I'm talking about. This is the team that I bet on to win the World Series. This is what I'm talking about. Now, again, if I can overreact in a negative way, I can surely overreact in a positive one. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's still, 159 games plus 4.5 innings. And if anything yesterday told us about our bullpen, one of them's Karachek's not great thus far. I'm not a Cavs fan, so I didn't really care about the Knicks winning, but I appreciate it. There is a rope down the right field line by Ramirez, but that is going to be foul. So, 0-1 in the count. Ramirez is 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. He did score a run there, but yeah, he hasn't done too much with the bat. And they're gonna throw over. I'm not sure if Murphy knows the new rule because this is the most I've seen anybody throw or look to second base thus far this season. But I guess he doesn't want to let Rosario take second. It's 0-1 pitch coming here to Ramirez. Runners on the corners, 2 outs, top of 5th, and Ramirez is going to foul that one back, and he's down 0-2 in the count. He is, Al, and I don't mind it. I mean, we're up 8-4, and now I'm going to let my fantasy ownership take first or take the driver's seat, really. I'd love for him to hit a home run because I think I have, out of like 30 at-bats on my fantasy team, I have 4 hits. 0-2, and Ramirez spoils another one. We're going to do it again. So 0-2 count coming up. And we just hit Saturday, April 1st. I was trying to think 30 minutes ago of something funny I could say for April Fools, but I didn't come up with anything. 0-2, and that is popped, foul, and out. That was one of the weakest swings I've seen Ramirez hit. That is finally going to end the inning. And the Cleveland Guardians put up a 3 spot in the top of the 5th, and over the last 2 innings have put up, I believe, 5 runs, and they have taken command of this one as we go into the bottom of the 5th at T-Mobile Park. Happy Fools. That's good. All right, we're about halfway through this game, guys. What's your thoughts? I mean, I don't want to overreact on the Guardians too much. They look very good. But again, we're playing a Mariners team that I would say is pretty similar to our style of play, pretty similar to the age and level of most of their players. Actually, they're a little bit younger, I would say. I think we have a little more veteran leadership on our team, especially within our pitching staff. I mean, I know Robbie Ray and Castillo are a little bit older, but, Kirby's younger with their batting. They're a little bit younger, too. We have a little bit more veteran leadership with, if you want to... I'm not saying good veteran leadership. I'm just saying leadership in age of years with Zunino and Ramirez. I don't know. 2 words, fantasy points. So I'm actually playing in the National the National Fantasy Baseball Championships this year. I decided to finally do it, and it's been an interesting first 2 days. I'm in my league. I'm sitting 12th out of 15 2 days in, which is not good. And overall, before this day started, I was in 3,030th place. But I just looked, and since then I have been knocked off of what they consider the top, I think, 3,500 leaderboard. So, not great. But, hey, it's so early in the season. We'll see if we can't do better. All right, so bottom 5. Here we go. Sandlin has been sitting for a long time. Let's see if that hurts him. That's one thing I don't like, and I wonder how much this really plays in, and let me know in the chat if you guys think this is a real thing, but the more somebody sits a pitcher, I really think they come out and they struggle more with command than velocity, but I do think they have a couple problems there. We'll see how Sandlin responds with sitting, and he got France to roll one over to Jimenez there, and that is going to... Was it Rosario? Who's playing short tonight? I think it's Jimenez, right? Is that Rosario? Anyways, either way, that is 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. So, no rust on those couple of pitches. Looked pretty good there. And he throws a first pitch ball to the cleanup hitter, Hernandez. That's what I thought, DB. But, it's hard to explain. That was a borderline strike, but we got it. 1-1 to Hernandez. When you're on air, you second guess yourself all the time because you don't want to look like an idiot, but then sometimes you do. That's another borderline strike, and Hernandez is not happy with the home plate ump. And I'll be honest, those 2 calls there, I think the way he's been calling tonight should have probably gone the other way. But either way, it's 1-2, and he gets a comebacker to the mound. Tosses that over to first base. That's Bell out there today. And there's 2 outs in the inning. They did switch on over to the bullpen real quick. I did see Eli Morgan is warming up. There's somebody else out there that I didn't catch an eye on. I think it could have been De Los Santos, but I didn't get a full good view on who that was. That's going to be a first pitch swinging foul ball there by Cal Raleigh. And this guy, you got to be careful with him. He's had a couple good at-bats. He's 1 for 2 today. He had a good, I think he got the 2 RBIs, if I'm not mistaken, to tie the game up at 3. 0-1 pitch by Sandlin. That's well off the outside of the plate. 1-1. It's interesting. Sandlin has really only pitched he's only, done 15 pitches, and they're warming people up. I'm interested to see if he could go another inning if he gets out of this quickly. That one's inside. It's 2-1 to Raleigh. So, bottom 5, 2 outs, nobody on. Sandlin with the 2-1 pitch. That's inside, 3-1. And quite honestly, this is the command situation when you kind of sit that I was alluding to. We're going to get Suarez coming up next. Suarez is a very good situational hitter. He definitely was with Cincinnati. So if I'm Sandlin here, I'm throwing a pitch that I'm going to get Cal to hit, and we'll see if that's what he does. 3-1 pitch with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And that's another chopper back to the mound, and it pops back up off of the glove of Sandlin. It's caught by Jimenez, and he throws to first to retire the side. That was a great play. Credit to Jimenez for getting it done, but also a good play there by Sandlin to get his glove out. So we go to the top of the 6th, and it is Cleveland Guardians 8. Whew. And the Seattle Mariners 4. That's what I like to hear. Let's go. Top of 6. All right, guys. We hit 30 likes, which is awesome. That's so amazing. If you're in the chat and you haven't smashed that like button, hey, take 1 second for me. Just hit it. That'd be awesome. Keeps me going here on YouTube. That is why he got paid, although, I mean, that wasn't a spectacular play. It kind of did just fall into his glove. But, yeah, nonetheless, he got it out of the glove quickly, got it over to Bell, retires the side. What do you guys think? I kind of half-heartedly posed a question of Sandlin staying in for another inning. You think you pull him? You think you work your bullpen 4 innings more here with some guys that haven't really seen any action this season? I mean, what's your thoughts? I'd like to see him go out for 1 more, and then maybe De Los Santos in the 7th. I know Al's against me here, but then I say just because he blew it yesterday, if we have a 4-run lead, I'd like to get maybe the confidence back of Karashek. And then if you're up 40, you bring Clase in. And I know this is all speculation because who knows? We could be down 6 in 2 innings. But I'm not sure you bring Clase in if you're up 4 in this situation. Okay. Well, hey, this is why I asked the question, because I'm not right most of the time. You seen enough Tribe, you'd pull him, DB, you go to the pen. All right. Well, let's see what he does. We'll have to wait until we're done batting, and we are going to see Josh Bell, Naylor, and Gonzalez with Jimenez, and maybe Mike Zunino gets up this inning as well if we have a good start to it. Verlander actually is only going to be on the 15-day injured list, which is surprising because the way that they kind of communicated it yesterday, it seemed like it might have been more, but good for him. DB, you want him to come in and close? Is that just to get some work done? Because my thing with that is mentally, Chris Flexen, by the way, is coming out of the pen. This guy was a starter last season, and now he's in the pen. He's a good pitcher. He did struggle a little bit. I'm not sure why they moved him to the pen. Probably just because, he wasn't, doing well. First pitch to Bell, 1-0. The thing with Clase, though, are you mentally there if you're up 4 runs? And then if you start giving up a run because you're not mentally there, does it affect you moving forward as a closer? If you want to talk about mental health, and I know that's why, Bard, took time off. I mean, that is the one area that I would agree that people have. It's a mental game. It's just like being a golfer. 1-2 here to Bell as Flexen's throwing some nasty breaking stuff at the moment. I'd agree. That's the flip side. Yeah, you win your first game of the year, or you nail it down. That's a great pitch. Not much Bell could do except half-heartedly swing at that. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. So we're going to see, who are we seeing? Josh Naylor, yeah. Josh Naylor up against Flexen. 1 out, top of 6. 8-4 Guardians. And that one's low, ball 1. Naylor, single in the 5th inning, 1 for 3 on the day. And he is going to swing and pop this one. It's short left field, and that's going to be taken by the left fielder for the 2nd out of the inning. And this could be quick work. I might like this. If I'm a Seattle Mariners fan, I actually might like this move of Flexen coming out of the bullpen because he is a very good pitcher. And in all honesty, if you can get this guy as like maybe a middle reliever or kind of a hold guy, I think you're dealing with some good stuff here. And he's got a breaking ball that's nasty. I think that one was a little low. First pitch strike to Gonzalez, but yeah. Ryan, it's absolutely nuts, man. But that's actually incorrect. I'm watching it on Fubo. I watch it on Fubo. You don't actually need a cable provider. You can watch Bailey Sports on Fubo, which is an app on a smart TV. It's just like YouTube TV, just a different one. 1-2 here to Gonzalez, and Flexen this will be only his 10th pitch, and if he can strike out Gonzalez, that will be, I assume we'll see him next inning for sure. And that is Gonzalez with his 2nd hit of the game to right field, and he is on board. I told you, Quan, that guy, I'm not sold on him yet, although tonight, 5 RBIs, I better get sold on him quickly. This guy, I think, is going to be one of the best all-around hitters that we have for the next few years. I think he's going to be a great hitter. I'm looking forward to saying SpongeBob many more times, especially in the postseason. Runner on first, and that is up and away. Ball 1. So 1-0 Jimenez up to bat. Zunino looming on the on-deck circle. Jimenez swings through that one, 1-1. Guys, welcome in. Appreciate all the support we've had tonight. It's been fantastic. If you haven't hit the like button, if you could take a moment, please do. That would be awesome. Keeps me going here on YouTube. I'd love to hit 35 likes. That would be just absolutely amazing tonight. 1-1 pitch coming from Flexen to Jimenez here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Run on first. It's rolled over to second base, and that is Flexen doing a good job there. Despite giving up a hit, gets out of the inning very quickly. I like that guy. I think he is going to be fantastic and a big piece of the Mariners pitching staff for years. Now, we move to the bottom of the 6th. We're still up 4 runs. All we have to do now is figure out how to hold a lead. And that's one of the most important things in baseball. So if we can do it, let's do it, right? Let's go. Let's go. Vinny Pastrana had a great year, then disappeared. I liked him. They have to do with the Banks room. The finally the Banks room. Well, I don't. What do you, Ryan? What are you saying about Bally Sports? Are you talking like they haven't gone bankrupt? That's still in flux. I mean, they filed for bankrupt, but that let me rephrase that. That hasn't affected them being on TV. And I think the MLB said they would actually show the games if it, I think on their app or their network or something. Anyways, I don't know too much. All I know is, what is it? Spectrum. Spectrum has Bally Sports, right? Spectrum has Bally Sports, and I know Fubo, this app, has Bally Sports. That's the only 2 places I personally know. I actually had YouTube TV, and I had to cancel that because that does not have Bally Sports, and I wanted to be able to live stream these games. So, yeah. Vinny Pistano, have no idea. Have no idea. You can file bankruptcy. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they did file, but, yeah, they can stay in bank. Yeah. I mean, I could file right now and, you know, actually, I would say, and correct me if I'm wrong, I would say probably all 10 of the most successful people in the world have probably filed bankruptcy at some point, if that's... you watch the game on FanDuel, like the betting platform. Is that what you're talking about, or FanDuel TV? Because FanDuel does have a channel, if I'm not mistaken, as well. All right, so hey, you guys were right. Well, I mean, you weren't right. You were right that maybe we'll see if you're right about bringing in Eli Morgan. Let's see how he does first. I don't want to get ahead of it. I think Stanley could have. I'm not saying he should have. I think he just could have done another inning. I think we just want to get some guys in the game now. It's 1-1 here to Suarez in the bottom of the 6th. We're going to see the 6, 7, 8, and maybe more if Eli struggles a little bit. 1-1 pitch. That is fouled off. 1-2. Right behind home plate there. You know, you know it's late. You know it is late when they're replaying the Cavs game. And that is going to be a C9 single through short and third for Suarez. And the leadoff hitter has got on base. And listen, you do not want anybody on base, because then I'm going to have to say I was right in maybe Sandlin staying in. Well, Al, it looks like with the first batter, he's not having a good one. Yeah, that's awesome, Sag. That's an inside pitch to Eli, from Eli to Kelenic, and he almost got hit by that pitch. So, Jared Kelenic, 1 for 2, double and a strikeout last night, 1 for 3. And actually, that was one of my prop bets that I put on my card last night, was that Kelenic would get a hit, and I totally had forgotten about it till this morning when I saw my bank account. But that's great. And that is a nice swing and a miss by Mr. Kelenic. Eli Morgan, good pitch there. 1-1. Runner on first, nobody out, bottom of 6. Should I do live streaming of the Cavs replay? Oh, that is a awful pitch. Morgan hopped that about 3 feet before the plate. I'm going to give credit to Zunino there. That one was a great pick, and that definitely could have put Suarez down at second with nobody out. So, runner stays at first. 2-1 those the count to Kelenic here. Pitch clock getting down. Eli taking his time. He gets it off, and that is a nice off-speed pitch. 77 miles an hour. Took something off of that one, and it's 2-2. So Kelenic, 7-hole hitter, trying to keep this inning going. There's no outs, so it's going to go regardless. But he takes a ball down and low, 3-2. What he's trying to do, he's trying to be like the Guardians hitters tonight, be very patient. Very patient. Maybe get to Morgan. God, if Morgan walks this guy, I'm gonna lay into everybody that said to take Sandlin out. 3-2 pitch, right down the middle. I don't know what Kelenic was doing there, but it's just funny to me that some of these guys just look absolutely at a ball go right down the middle, and then they turn around and just shake their head like, I guess that just happened. But that's what happened. A good strikeout. And there's one out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So, bottom of 6. 1 out, 1 on, and Hummel, who did not play last night, was inserted in place of La Stella. And to be honest, both those guys are interchangeable. I mean, you're not gonna get much out of either. I mean, last season Hummel 176, 3 home runs and 17 RBIs. I mean, come on. He did get a run tonight after I think he was hit by a pitch on the right shoulder. 0-1 pitch to him, a nice breaking ball, 77. Eli really taking some speed off tonight. And changing up on these guys. And that's probably why Kelenic was just frozen at the plate. Morgan doing a good job of really switching up speeds on these hitters right now. 0-2 pitch coming to the 8-hole hitter here, Hummel. And that one is a swing and a miss. Good breaking ball, 77 off the plate. And, all right, maybe Morgan was a good idea. It was shaky, though. It was shaky. It was very shaky. 2 outs. Going into the bottom of the 6th, 8-4 Guardians. And Eli Morgan is dealing, having struck out the last 2, and he's dealing with the number 9 hitter, Crawford. And he throws over to first to keep Suarez honest. But how honest can you actually keep runners this year with the rules being changed to only 2 throws over? Probably not too much. I think I saw a stat about yesterday's opening day that there was like 3 times the amounts of stolen bases yesterday compared to last 2021's opening day. And on top of that, in 2021, it was a 67% successful rate. Yesterday was like 90%. That is inside 2-0 to Crawford here. And you do not want to turn the lineup over and give J-Rod a chance to cut this lead to just 1 with 1 swing of the bat. Come on, Eli, let's go. Let's get it done. Let's get your stuff going. DB, okay, he gave up a... Hold on. I'm gonna explain myself. He gave up a single, regardless of what it is. He gave up a single, and then he went 3-2 on the next hitter. I mean, he was 1 pitch away from putting runners on first and second. It looked shaky until he got the strikeout. That's all I'm saying. So, 2-1 pitch here to Crawford. That's up high. He looks shaky right now. Like he's up and down. He struck out 2 guys. He's put 3 balls on. I mean, I'm going to defend myself a little bit. I understand what you're saying, though. A C-nice single wasn't a massive hit, but listen, I honestly believe in the credo that as the 3-1 pitch is right down the middle and fouled off, we're going to go 3-2. I'm a huge believer in it was a win. If a win's a win and a loss is a loss, and a hit is a hit and an out is an out. One of the biggest things I hate about these young kids, not you, or if you're young, you could be old, I don't even know how old you are, but the biggest thing I hate about like these 17-year-old kids I see all the time is every time something doesn't go the way they want it to, and that is going to be a walk, and we have runners on first and second here. Every time something doesn't go a young person's way now, and I know I'm old, but not that old comparatively to others at 40 years old, but young kids always have to argue with why it didn't happen how it should have happened. And I just absolutely hate that. Like, it happened, it didn't happen. There's only really two outcomes in a situation. So that's why I defend myself. It's a point of contrition. And that is going to be a first pitch foul off by J-Rod. Al, with Eli, always a Nick Wallenda imitation. Stretch that tightrope. Julio Rodriguez, 2 for 3 tonight. Please, Eli, let's not give up that one swing of the bat that I alluded to. 0-1 pitch. And that, he was right on that pitch, and he fouls it straight back. Straight back. If you're just joining us, guys, welcome in. Bottom 6 here. Guardians up 8-4, 2 runners on, 2 outs. 0-2 pitch coming to J-Rod of the Mariners. Eli Morgan, J-Rod, I believe, just took a timeout. If you are coming in, welcome in. It's 12:24 here on the East Coast, and what is more exciting than watching this day 2 of the MLB season? If you're just coming in, smash that like button if you could. It helps me out greatly. Just take 1 second. I love you for doing it. Thank you so much. Also, if you're new, hit the subscribe button. You're having a good time with me. I'm having a good time with you. And let's see if Eli Morgan is having a good time with J-Rod. He is, because he just rung him up. Let's go, baby. We go to the top of the 7th. As he did his job. He struck out the side with a walk and a hit wrapped around it, but he still struck out 3 in that inning. And we go to the top of the 7th inning. 8-4 Guardians. Let's go. I got to put top 7 though. There we go. Woo! Whiff. Sure was. That was an awesome whiff. He looked really good. He looked really good. I was very happy with that. That was great. That was great. All right, so top of 7th inning. Getting excited. We are, half an inning away from doing our Wheel of Winners? Half an inning away from doing our Wheel of Winners. So that will happen at the 7th inning stretch. And somebody will have an opportunity to either win some money, some swag, a lot of good prizes there. Oh, all right. What do you think, guys? Does our do we blow it? I don't think we blow it. I think our bullpen just shuts it down. I honestly do not see at all them getting another hit. I think we're gonna. What do you think? De Los Santos, James Karashak, and Clase? 7, 8, 9. What do you guys think? Who? Let me pose 2 questions. What do you think's gonna happen tonight? And what do you think your 7, 8, 9 for the season? Like when we're sitting here in September and we need to close out 7, 8, 9 in a 1-0 game. What do you think that looks like in September for the Cleveland Guardians? Al, man, that tweet that you sent me, that was awesome. That was awesome. If you guys want to see a funny tweet, head on over to my Twitter page. It's at Grandstand Bets. Scroll down a little bit, and you're going to see a tweet. I think I put it on there. Maybe I didn't. But, yeah, Al sends me some really good tweets. Heron, Stephen, Clays. I'm not a Stephen fan. First pitch to Zunino. I'm sorry, second pitch. It's 1-1 count. Here we go. Zunino. This is might be his last time up. And is he going to spoil our strikeout tracker? He's 1-1 on the count, and now it's 2-1. He's 1 for 2 in the game. Had that big hit last time up. I'm not a Stephen. I'm not a Stephen fan. There is a swing and a miss, and now it's 2-2. You like him? All right, to each their own. I like Eli more. To be honest, I'm a big fan of De Los Santos. I would not mind seeing De Los Santos, Eli, Karashak, and then Clase as 6, 7, 8, 9. If you needed 6. 7, 8, 9, though, I'd go Eli, Karashak, and Clase. Unless Karras 3-2 pitch, by the way, to Zunino, and he walks him. Man, Zunino gets one hit, and all of a sudden he becomes intimidating to the pitchers. I can't believe Flexen just walks Zunino. It's the one guy that you should not be walking on our team. I mean, whatever. Runner on first to lead off the 7th. He's such a bad person. A bad hitter. Eli's, Devin Clay. All right. Nobody thinks Karashek in September is going to be there. You think that guy falls off? I mean, we've only seen one, and I know it was a bad outing as it's a 1-0 count now to Miles Straw with Zunino on first base. Nobody out top 7. But I don't know. I will say this. Al, you talked about his personality, and the 1-0 pitch is up high, 2-0. Flexen's losing all control here. I did watch his post-game interview, and I could see what you were talking about. And I'm a person, like, first impressions mean a lot, and I hadn't really heard him talk too much. And after, did Zunino just run? Oh. The catcher of the Mariners hopped up like Zunino was taking off, but no. It's 3-0, though. That was down low, and Miles Straw will probably sit and take this pitch to get on base. But, he just seemed like a pompous you-know-what. Yes! DB makes a great point. I would take that guy over, and that is ball 4. That looked like a strike. So we got runners on first and second as we go to the top of the order with Steven Kwan, who already has 5 RBIs. I'm kind of rooting for this guy to just hit a home run. I mean, how awesome would that be? Oh, all right, Steven Kwan, let's go. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Top 7. I'm reading your comment, Al. I am interested to see this in the NFL. They really do like to bring people back in situations. But I do agree with you. I do agree with you that most likely we won't. Who else? I think we might see De Los Santos again. I don't know. We got 3 innings. We'll see. DB. He is shaky, man. Actually, I'd say he's downright awful. First and second, and he finally throws a strike there. He walked 2 guys and had 2-0 count on Kwan. It's 2-1. Again, Kwan just taking loads of pitches tonight. 2-1 pitch with 2 on, nobody out. And Kwan fouls that one off to the left-hand side. 2-2. Al, anybody offhand worth mentioning in that pitching down there? It doesn't go all Trevor. Chris, I just saw your comment. I skipped that. Sorry, that's hilarious. Kwan, a little dribbler to first. That's going to move up the runners. I guess that works essentially as a bunt. But, I mean, I'm not going to get on Kwan. He's got 5 RBIs in the game. He's been fantastic. So, runners on third and second base here with 1 out in the top of the 7th. And we're going to get to see Rosario, who, again, has had a very good game. And I'm telling you guys, he's an X factor. When this guy produces at the top of our lineup, we are going to be, in my opinion, almost unstoppable offensively. The question is, will he be able to produce the whole year? I call him a very Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of hitter. He's 2 for 4 with 2 singles and RBI and a stolen base tonight, and I like the way. So he's really 3 for 8 on the season. So let's go. Let's get in one more hit here. 0-1 pitch. That is an awful pitch to swing at. He did that last night too. 0-2. They're playing him pretty straight up there defensively. If he could take it the other way, massive hole down the line on the right-hand side. France is basically almost playing as a second baseman at the moment. 0-2 pitch coming up. And that is taking the right field. Is that going to be enough for Zunino to score? We're going to get a play at the plate. Let's see it. There he goes. And Zunino is a fucking idiot. I tell you guys, the guy is just the worst baseball player in the world. Yeah. And if you aren't watching the game and you can't tell by my reaction, yeah, no, he was out by a mile. Jesus, come on. And that ends the inning. That's how we end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Let me get the score change, or the graphic change, and then it is time for Wheel of Winners for the first time ever in our, well, I guess we did it yesterday. Nobody really participated, but let's see if we have anybody that wants to participate tonight. So, guys, this is how it works. This is how it works. And smash that like button if you haven't, because I'm about to give out some free money to somebody in the chat. This is our Wheel of Winners. We implemented this last year during football season. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spin it. There are 2 colors on this wheel. One is orange, one is white. If it lands on the orange one, that is a prize that anybody in the chat is eligible for. If it lands on the white one, that is for anybody that is a Patreon member. And if you want to support our channel, head on over to Patreon. That link's below in the description. For like less than $0.25 a day, you get bets. And we're starting a poker league as well in May. So that will also be included, where you can win cash prizes each and every month. So let's spin the wheel. See what we're playing for today. All right, we're playing for a $5 parlay. This is how it works. If you want a chance at this $5 parlay, just put $5 in the chat. All you have to do is you just put 5. So type out 5. I'm going to put all your names at the end of the 7th inning in a Wheel of Names generator. We'll pick a winner, and then you will be able to give me a parlay that you would like to bet in any sport on any day, and I'll put $5 on it for you, and if you win, you'll win all that money. So that is what we do here. We like to give people the opportunity to bet. We are, first and foremost, a sports betting channel, and that is what we do. So put $5 in the chat. I got Al, I got DB, I got Ryan, I got Chris. Jam's back. Let's go. Let me get on. I gotta put all these names in, so give me some time. All right, Al. We'll spin this at the end of the 7th inning. Al. I got Al. I got Ryan, DB, Chris, Jam, Cassie. Love it. I love everything. So this is what we do, guys. This is what my channel's about. I am just a sports fan and a bettor, and I love to give back to recreational bettors. That's what I'm here for. Bottom 7, 8-4, and that is going to be here's De Los Santos, by the way, who's in the game. So I was kind of correct on that. So De Los Santos coming in, pitched well last night, and we'll see what he can do tonight. I got Cassie. Yep, Jam. Chris, Ryan, DB. Perfect. Chris, Ryan, DB, Cassie, Jam. Again, guys, if you want a chance at winning some money, put $5 in the chat. I'll spin the Wheel of Names at the break, or at the end of the 7th inning, and we'll see who has an opportunity to give me a parlay that they want to bet, and I actually put that $5 on them. For those of you, though, that haven't been around long with me, and this is your first time maybe hanging out with me, there's some good prizes on here that I'll get to in just a second. De Los Santos is working to Wong. 1 and 2, the count here, and that is down low, ball 2. So we have some good prizes. We got sweatshirts. We have a $10 parlay. We have a member for a day of our website. We have a $25 parlay, $10, member of the day, 5, spin again, 5, sweatshirts, some swag. So there's a lot of SBC, Sports Betting Chick's in. I love it. Sports Betting Chick, where have you been? Oh, we've missed you. Barbara, what's up? What's up? Do you want to be in? We'll put you in too. So SBC, Barbara. If you are coming in, hey, please make sure you hit that like button. What are we at? 32 likes? What are we at? Close? Something? I don't know. Foul off there, 2-2 to Wong, and we're going to do it again. 32 likes. Let's get to 35. If you haven't smashed the like button, I need 3 people. Let's get to 35. I'd be happy and content. I'd love to get to 40, but let's get to 35. That's so doable. Jam, let's go Guardians. 2-2 pitch to Wong. That is hammered down the right field line, but very high. It went higher than it went far, and that is a first out to Josh Bell. So 1 out, and we will see now the number 3 hitter in Ty France. Morgan looks good in that last inning, except for the times he was shaky, if I recall. But he did strike out 3. De Los Santos has looked good all first 2 games that he's been in. So the way I kind of want to use De Los Santos, I want to use him as that guy that we just use and use and use and use. Kind of like, God, who was that great reliever we had 5 years ago? Who did we just... And then, God, we got rid of him, and he went to a couple places. Andrew Miller. We need to use De Los Santos. Now, he's not as good, but we need to use De Los Santos like we used Andrew Miller. 1-1 pitch coming to Ty France. 1-3 on the night, and that is going to be fouled off on the right-hand side. Still haven't got my live streaming on YouTube. It's okay, Barbara. It takes time. All right, 1-2 pitch coming to France. De Los Santos. I don't know why he's pitching like somebody's on first base, but he is. That one's high and outside. 2-2 the count. 95 miles an hour. You guys remember Andrew Miller? Good times when he was in, right? With us. Google sucks. Oh, bounce there. That's bounced in the dirt, and that is going to be a 3-2 count. Miller time. I can't remember. Did anybody... You probably couldn't... because of Miller Lite, you probably couldn't license that back in the day, huh? 3-2 pitch on the way, and that's outside. And I'm just saying this for DB. Looks like De Los Santos is shaky. Cliff Frazier and Justin Sheffield Yankees for Miller. Listen... What do you guys think the worst... let me see. If you guys are Guardians fan or Indians fans, really, what do you think was the worst trade or the worst move that we've ever made since in the last couple decades? Anybody have any thoughts on that? I think we've actually been pretty good, but we also don't trade a lot, so... But is there one guy that got away from us that you like, oh man, I really wish we would have still had him? 1-0 pitch coming to Hernandez with a runner on and 1 out, bottom 7. And that is going to be fouled out of play. Count runs to 1-1. Jim Thome. Well, okay. But Lindor was the one that came to mind. But the next year, he was awful. 1-1 pitch to Hernandez. That is fouled off again, right side. 1-2. The entire draft from 2002. That's funny. But let's be fair with Thome. I don't consider him, and I mean, you answered it how I asked it, but I don't consider him that because it was so at the end of his career that, I'm talking, I really wish, and there's De Los Santos striking out Hernandez on a great pitch down. So that 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. But I just don't see, Thome had been with us during his prime of his career. I'm talking about maybe somebody that was like a young guy that we drafted or was in our system and got rid of. I'm going to tell you somebody who I think right now is somebody we should have not traded, and I can't believe we traded this guy. Will Benson. I watched this kid with the Captains for the 2 years that I was a season ticket holder over there, and he was phenomenal. And we traded him, and I could in this past offseason, I could not believe it. My wife and I were flabbergasted that we got rid of him. I honestly think that Will Benson is going to come back to be one of the worst let-goes or trades in our entire probably 30 years. Did they, Al? I did not remember that. I did not remember that. I was living in Florida, so I didn't really get the local feel. 0-1 pitch to Cal Raleigh here. That is up the middle. Great snag by De Los Santos. And we are out of the inning, and we go to the top of the 8th. And you know what that means? It is time to find out who's taking home our Wheel of Winners tonight. This is who I got in. Let's see. Michael Brantley. That's Cassie. That's good. All right. I got Al, Chris, Ryan, DB, Cassie, Jam, SBC, and I threw Barbara in there because she waved. So here we go. This is for Wheel of Winners. And if you want to check it out, it's wheelofnames.com where I randomly do it. And the winner is actually going to be DB. Congratulations to DB. So DB, man, this is how it works. You have essentially a $5 bet. It has to be a parlay. All you have to do is email me at grandstandbettors@gmail.com anytime you want to put in that $5 parlay bet. Preferably if you could do it within the next week, that'd be great because I'll forget about it. But you have that $5 bet. You send me your parlay that you want me to bet on, and I will send you then the ticket. And if it wins, you get all that money. That's how it works. As simple as that. So that's if you want to do it. You don't have to, but that's for you, sir. So just email me at grandstandbettors.com when you want to. Again, we do Wheel of Winners every single live stream. So make sure you subscribe and you join us for our live streams for a chance to win money each and every time. Benson went 0 for 4 with 4 Ks yesterday. That's fine. So did Bo Naylor, and they thought way more, and they kept Bo Naylor. So I don't know. I'm telling you, Will Benson, he's going to be a good player. He's going to be a good player. And the fact that he started on opening day yesterday just tells you that he's way farther ahead of where Bo Naylor is. You're welcome, DB. Cliff Lee, that's a great one. That is a great one. Yes. Cliff Lee. For sure. Absolutely. Al said Greg Nettles and Charlie Spikes for the Yankees who are wife swapping. Al, that is... I barely understood that sentence with those names. Is that before my time, or am I just not remembering that? And the wife swap, who they were wife swapping? All right, Jose Ramirez, 0 for 3. Come on, man. I'm thinking about... God, that was an awful swing. 1-1. Flexen's still on the mound here. 33 pitches deep. 1-1. All right, Jose Ramirez, get me some fantasy points, man. Come on. There's a hit, and... Oh, it hits the bottom of the wall. It's going to be a double, but hey, a good leadoff double for Jose Ramirez there. Fantastic to get on second base. And I finally got a freaking hit in my league. Let me go back to my... So, God. I'm 2 for 10 today. And I know there's not a lot of games, but I'm 2 for 10 in the World Fantasy Baseball Championships on my team today. That's awful. And my ERA... Oh, I thought that was today. No, nobody pitched for me today. Never mind. All right, runner on second, flexing. That's a foul tip there by Josh Bell. Still waiting. Yeah, Al, I did think that was before my time. DB, that's what I'm saying. Is a lefty. I mean, he has... I don't want to... He has the same body structure and sort of swing that Ken Griffey. I mean, it's not really like it, but it is. Josh Bell hits a hard shot to third. Nice grab there. And that is going to, I believe, get Ramirez over. Some good base running to get him over. That was all on Ramirez, though. He essentially waited to the throw over to first and then got over to third base, which, fantastic, gives us the opportunity to only need a sac fly here. Of course, that's really good base running because there wasn't anybody even on third base. Yeah, fantastic. Let's go. Major storm coming my way. Is there really? There's a single. There's a single by Josh Naylor, and this is a moment that I love him. Brings home Ramirez, and just like that, we have extended our lead to 9-4. I don't know why I put top 9. It's top 8. I think it's just been... Why can't I get that? It's top 8. There we go. I think my body, being almost 1 o'clock, is like... This is... the West Coast swing is really where I actually might care how long the games are. UFC! What's up, buddy? Oh, that's awesome, man. Yes, I know. I talked about our soccer. Yes, 9 o'clock tomorrow. It's a quick turnaround for yours truly. It's a quick turnaround. Is LeBron playing? If you guys don't follow UFC and you like soccer, go. That's my boy right there. Great guy. 0-1 pitch from Flexen to Gonzalez here with a runner on first and 1 out. Are we really, Ryan? Hold on a second. I got to run 4 miles tomorrow. Are you guys kidding me? If my wife's still up, can you text me? My wife's somewhere out there. If she's still up, show me. Oh, Thunder and Lightning. So, He-Man fan, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Tomorrow, I will not. The wife and I, we have season tickets to the Cleveland Monsters. We either have like 2 games left or something like that. So we're going to the game tomorrow. I won't be doing... I know I'll actually get home in time for it. But the Final Four is on, and my wife went to the University of Miami, so that takes precedent. And there is a seeing eye... No, it hung up. I was going to say a seeing eye bloop. And it hung up. Gonzalez almost had his 3rd hit of the game. But instead, there's 2 outs. Right? 2 outs. All right, 2 outs, runner on first, 9-4. So I won't be doing tomorrow, but I will be doing Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And then, for anybody actually interested in looking farther in the Guardians, as a swing and a miss there by Jimenez, which means we will see Zunino up one more time, which is fantastic. So I will be doing Sunday at 4, Monday at 9, Tuesday at 9, and then next Saturday at 6, and then farther on, I'll keep saying schedules. So I'm going to do probably 60 plus, but I might do more if we got a good crowd in here. It might be harder between April 16th and hopefully June 20th, because the Penguins are going to hopefully be in the playoffs, and I'm a huge Pittsburgh Penguins fan. Anybody a hockey fan out there? Barbara, Thunder and Lightning. I got to figure out if we got a storm coming. Frank says he's giving up on tonight. Our Mariners fan, or one of our Mariners fans on the stream. 1-2 count here to Jimenez with 2 outs, runner on first. He'll take 3 out of 4. Okay. Frank's a little cocky. Storm in here, and is it really? Huh. I don't hear anything, which is kind of weird. Usually, sometimes my lights will go out if there's a close lightning strike. There's going to be a single up the middle. That is Jimenez, and the runner's going to stop at second. So we got first and second, and guys, how great is this? We get one more at bat with Zunino. One more at bat with Zunino. Let's go. Is tomorrow's game on Fox? Is it? I don't know. I could look it up. Let me grab my phone. I am not sure if it's on Fox, but I will tell you in one moment. CBJ, Blue Jackets fan? God, they are having Framil Reyes, that's a guy that I liked him. I liked him a lot. Here is pitch 1 to Zunino. Breaking ball right over the heart of the plate. And let's see. Tomorrow's game is at 9:40 is on FS1. FS1, yeah, Fox Sports. That is outside ball 1. I know, 1 and 2 with 2 walks. This guy, he's due. He's due. 3 a.m. Jesus. All right, I'll check it, Barbara. I'll check it. Thanks for the heads up. And it's a foul ball. I was almost about to say he's going to go a game without striking out. Oh, my strikeout tracker is just it absolutely needs a strikeout. Oh, that is so close to being a double down the left field line, but instead we're going to get a 1-2 pitch. We're going to get a 1-2 pitch. Mike Zunino, 1-2, 2 on, 2 outs, top 8. Issue not in doubt right now. The Guardians have a 9-4 lead. Flexen about to throw his 49th pitch since coming in relief. And there is ball number 2 just outside. Frank's all on board with Zunino. 2-2. Flexen taking his time. 8 seconds on the pitch clock. Zunino looks in. And, oh, that was so close. It was just off the side. If Zunino walks for a 3rd time tonight, I'm going to lose it. Could Mike Zunino resurrect his career? Could he resurrect his career in Cleveland? 3-2 pitch. On the way. Oh, he gets a hold of one. It's deep, but it's at the left fielder, and he flies out. And he's going to go a game after I put the strikeout tracker up without any strikeouts. So maybe that's all I had to do, a little reverse jinx. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, Cleveland up 9-4. And who will we see out of the bullpen? I think that's kind of what we're all wondering, right? Any guesses? Any guesses? Stefan? Is that who we're thinking right now? That's my guess. If it's not Karashek, it's going to be him, right? It's got to be. It's 100% got to be. I don't know who else it would be. This is actually a spot where I wouldn't mind if Hentes was available and healthy of him coming in. How many hits do we have, Cassie? We have, I can give you that stat in a moment. We have quite a bit, if I'm not mistaken. 13 hits. Now, Seattle does have 3 errors. Hold on a second. Do you guys know that they did not give Stephen Kwan... Remember when Stephen Kwan dropped that ball that hit him in the glove? They did not give him an error on that. That is crazy. Interesting. Curry? We'll see. We'll see who comes in. We'll see. I'm guessing Stefan. That's who I'm... Yeah. Let's go. All right, so, hey, we're 6 outs away. We're 6 outs away from finishing this one off. Is it him? Is it him? I figured. And then I assume, well, all right, so now that it's a 5-run lead, is everybody still think it's Clase? Or now because you have a 5-run lead, would you consider bringing Karashek back in tonight with a 5-run lead to build some confidence? You guys still think Clase comes in with a 5-run lead? We'll see. We'll see what happens. We got 37 likes. Damn, we almost hit 40. If you guys are in the chat, or if you haven't hit that like button, hey, and you're just joining us, what's going on? My name's Matt, Grandstand Bettors. Welcome in. Hit the like button. It'd be cool if we got up to 40. There's a first pitch strike, swing and a miss by Suarez, and that's a nasty pitch down. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do so. Would love to see everybody here for years to come. Where is a deep fly ball? But not just foul. That was pretty foul, but Suarez definitely got a hold of that one. I got to be honest that a 5-run lead, I don't know if I bring Clase in. Cassie, you got to be up for work in 3 hours? Well, I got to be honest. I've loved having you in here, and I hope I get to see you much more. Where do you work, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to tell me where, but I'm sorry, let me just rephrase that. What sort of work do you do? What happens in 3 hours? Are you a nurse? Do you work in a medical center? The only reason my thought was because that's kind of like a night shift thing. Unless you don't live still in the area and you're just from here. Al, stop screaming at me. 1 out, by the way, here as Suarez got out. I was paying attention to Al's comment. Oh, that's hilarious. All right, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th and a 1-0 count here on Kelenic. And that is going to be fouled off 1-1. Manager at a gas station. All right, that's cool. Oh, well, I figured it was some sort of third shift. Hey, be safe out there. Be safe. Warm-up Clase if Karachik struggles, give up 2 runs. I think we're all over the place. I think we all have different ideas of what's going to happen. The only person that's going to decide it as there is a swing and a miss by Kelenic. It's going to be Tito's decision. Having watched the Guardians and Tito for my entire life, my guess is he might keep Stefan in. That would be maybe my guess. Especially if he gets out of this inning. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Either that or Clase. I do agree. I don't think Karachik's coming back in. They might bring in, yeah, I don't know. Just name somebody in the bullpen. It could be that guy. It could be maybe as Stefan here gets us 2 outs with a nice strikeout. It could be the janitor of the stadium. Who knows? He probably would do better than Karachik for sure. By the way, I think we got, let's be honest, for those of you that were with me last night for the game, I think we got a little too, what's the word? Spoiled with the fact that this game was over at midnight, and now we're sitting here past 1 a.m. in the morning. Al, I agree, but I mean, you're up 5 runs. Why waste them now if you need them tomorrow? Or if you need them tomorrow and Sunday, why would you waste them on a 5-run lead when you could use them in maybe 2 1-run games? I understand what you're saying. I just don't get it. Nicholas, dang, you just put the best comment I've ever seen in my entire life. That is hilarious. Is Ray going back into the game? Oh my, that is funny. And Stefan strikes out to make that a 3 outs in the inning. I can't stop laughing. That is funny, dude. That is funny. We go to the top of the 9th, and it is 9-4. And I think we're all just really staying up to see who comes in the bottom of the 9th inning. So hopefully the Guardians can make this a quick top of the 9th. Truman, you need him for the fantasy team? Oh, Cassie, you had to listen to the game? Well, to be honest, if it was Tom Hamilton, I know I'm good, but he's way better. I fall asleep to Tom Hamilton. My wife will tell you, for years when I lived in Orlando or in Seattle, or I was a cruise director for a couple cruise lines in my 20s. I would literally subscribe so that I could get WKNR and listen to Tom Hamilton at all hours of the day. It was fantastic. Him and Joe Tate for the Cavs. Him and Joe Tate have to be, in my opinion, the 2 best radio announcers in any city. There might be, and I actually don't think there's 2 better announcers anywhere in the world, but if you take 2 different announcers in each major city, I don't think there are 2 better ones than those 2 when they were working during the same time period. I think those guys were by far the best. I don't know. Let me know if you agree. Joe Tate was something else, but Tom Hamilton, again, is fantastic. I'm not really a fan of the guy, and his name is just eluding me. I'm not really a fan of the guy that takes over for Hammy right now. I'm getting used to him. He's just a little too methodical. I'm just not seeing the emotion that he needs to bring as an announcer. Hamilton's on, yeah. Oh, Oh, is it? Oh, is WKNR an FM station? I thought WKNR was an AM station. Did it switch? I could have sworn. What was on I mean, I haven't. All I listen to now is the MLB app. No, he's on WKNR. Hold on a second. They're playing right now, so let me pull it up. Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on a second. Let's see. WWWS. Sorry. Back in my day, everything was on WKNR. That's just why I say it that way. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, isn't that guy boring? So boring. Joe Tate was the greatest. Flexen throws first pitch strike to Miles Straw here. And, hey, maybe my fantasy guy Ramirez will get up one more time. Straw 1 for 3, single, walk, stolen base, 2 runs. And the 0-1 pitch. Straw lines out to second base. Hard hit, but right at Wong, the second baseman. 1 out in the inning. Oops, I just put a guy on first. There we go. Oh, Harry Doyle. I love it. Yeah, I knew it wasn't an FM channel, but WKNR when I was growing up is like where all the games were. But now on the MLB app, you just press Cleveland and it comes up. More Thunder, Barbara. I'll probably be up for when I do this. It's kind of like I get like that adrenaline. I can't get to sleep. So to be honest, I do a lot of work after my live streams late at night because I have that adrenaline, especially when I watch disappointing Guardians games like last night. 2-0 pitch here to Quan. That's down low, 2-1. So I'll probably be up to 3 or 4. I actually love thunderstorms. Does anybody love thunderstorms like I do? I think they're awesome. Lightning, thunder, fantastic. Ken Coleman doing the Browns as Quan takes a 4-pitch walk there. And it is going to be, who's up? Rosario up with a runner on first. I should have just left that guy up there. That was a good premonition on my part. So top 9, 1 out, 1 on. I don't think, maybe I recognize the voice, Al, but I don't recognize the name. Yeah, DB, I should have gone with Quan. He's fantastic. Maybe there is no regression. WTAM 1100, yeah. That's what it is. Not WKNR. WTA. I don't know what it is. I'm 40. I can't remember what happened 20 years ago. But anyways, yeah. Anyways, Joe Tate and Tom Hamilton. Best duo. Nobody can beat that. Thunderstorms are awesome, Chris. In fact, this is going to sound really stupid, but I, one time in my life, want to be and see a tornado. 1 and 2 count now to Rosario. I love watching tornado videos, but not like near houses, like when it's killing houses, like in the middle of nowhere. Has anybody seen a tornado like in person? I think it would be so cool to see one at a distance. You lost power, Ryan? Were you Columbus? Is that what you were saying? Am I really about to? I swear to God, if it's windy outside, I would hear it. I don't hear a peep outside my window. 1-2 pitch. That is down low to Rosario. 2-2. Runner on first. Flexen, I guess he's just going to be their long reliever this year. I mean, or maybe he's their 6th starter, and they're just using him today. 1969 Barber in Cleveland? That's crazy. Yeah, DB, if you're in Elaria, I mean, I'm over by that Crocker Park area, in the Westlake area. So, I mean, there's not much going on in this area. All right, Rosario, 2-2 pitch coming with 1 on, 1 out. Ryan, you're in Strongsville? That's great. 2-2 pitch from Flexen to Rosario. and we couldn't see it because the cameraman sucks, but it's going to be a force out to second, a ground out to short. Obviously, Rosario's too fast for a double play, and honestly, it was hit too deep in the hole for them to even try to churn that. So 2 outs, and I'm going to get to see Jose Ramirez one more time at bat, and this is, I guess, why he's in that 2 slot. I know it's 9-4, and I know we're up 5, but can everybody get on board with me getting a damn home run in my fantasy league? And he takes one right down the middle that if he would have swung could have been a home run. Come on, let's go. You saw a lightning strike on the ground. That's crazy, Chris. That's crazy. I have not been, that would scare the crap out of me. That's down low. It's 1-1 with Rosario staying there at first. That was a little in the dirt. Didn't get far enough away from Cal Raleigh to go away. So, Ramirez, 1-1 count here, top 9. I think we're all waiting to see if we can close this out for our first win, and who does it with a 5-run lead. Ramirez swings and rolls one over to the pitcher, who's going to just toss it over to France, and that is going to be the 3rd out of the inning. But here we go. Let's get ready. Bottom 9. Tribe up 5. Bottom 9, Tribe up 5. And I assume we're going to see Class A? I don't know. West Park, but don't say out loud. That's funny. Oh, or were you telling me not to say it? Sorry. Ooh. Trees and poles down. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. All right. I'm gonna go look at the radar. Obviously, my wife fell asleep because I asked her to look at the radar. I think she just passed out. Ooh, so the first thing that comes up when I type in weather, severe weather outbreak. Roof collapses in heavy rain. What is going on in the mid? I don't think we're going to be able to run tomorrow. What the hell? Weekend forecasts, hourly. Where's the radar? There it is. I don't know why my computer just took me to the Bronx. Holy crap, you guys are not kidding. So, let's see the future. It's going to hit me and anybody that's on the west side. It's going to hit right around, about I think I heard 3 earlier. I'm seeing 3. But then it looks like it goes away in the morning. So, I think actually I might be okay. Which sucks. I was trying to get out of that run. We won't be running at 5. We'll have to run. We have that live soccer betting show at 9. So we're going to have to run, probably that ends around 9:30. We'll probably run around 10:30 or 11 if we could. Cassie, you just lost power in Medina. Everybody, I know we have a half inning left here, but hey, please stay safe out there, For sure, be safe. And here he is, Emmanuel Clase. So, the blue hair and all. 77 games, 3-4 record, and a 1.36 ERA with 42 saves in 72.2 innings. Let's frickin' go, guys. Let's go. So, he's going to come in. Al is always right about everything. In fact, in the chat, if you want lotto numbers, ask Al, because he's always right. Trust me. Friend of the channel from the beginning. Guy's great. I never doubt him until I doubt him. 0-1 to Crawford. We're going to have 9-1-2. So I'd like to see Clase get to work here. Make quick of the 9-hitter so that we can have a chance not to get to the 3 and 4. 98 miles an hour. That is in there for strike number 2. Let's go. 0-2 pitch coming up. Clase looks in. 3, 2, gets the pitch off, and that is 3 straight pitches down the middle, and he K's Crawford. I honestly don't know what Crawford was looking at. I have no idea what what Crawford was looking at. It just literally went right down the middle on the last pitch. Bob Wickman, God, that's a heart attack waiting to happen. Not for him, for anybody that watched him. DB, I think he's a little shaky. I think so. Bottom 9, and that one, I guess a little off the play, maybe because Zunino didn't catch that real well. Julio Rodriguez, though, 2 doubles, an RBI, and a run, has had a very decent game. This guy you do have to be careful about, but we are up 5 runs, and that is a great pitch up and in. Gets Rodriguez to kind of look like Ramirez did last night. Yeah, he does got the Mariner hair tint. All right, 1-1 pitch coming. Clase to J-Rod. That is a swing and a miss. Only 99. I think he did dial it down just a little bit there. Only 99. 1-2 pitch. And this guy hasn't played too often in the last few days, so he's just raring back. Unfortunately, if you do have this guy in fantasy, you kind of want to see maybe him give up some hits so you can get a save out of this, or just take the 3 strikeouts if you can do that too. Oh, Barbara, I hope it gets better. 1-2, and he just blows by J-Rod at 99 miles an hour up by the letters. An absolute just crazy pitching. How do you hit that? It's a rising fastball. That pitch right there, in my opinion, is like the equivalent of one of those softball pitchers where it's a riser. We got 2 outs. We're down to our last bet. Not us. The Seattle Mariners are down to the last batter. We're trying to win our first game of the season. Let's go. Truman, man, hey, that's awesome. Yeah, stick with us. Hey, subscribe, because whenever we play the Mariners, I'll do them again for sure. Awesome. Appreciate you. Thanks for the support, man. Sometimes you like your child baseball and that's how they can hit. That's true, Ryan. That's true. 1-1 here to Wong. Guys, if we get this third out and you're a Cleveland fan and it's up in the air and we're going to get it, put in the chat, Cleveland rocks, smash the like button, because we just got our first win of the season. Clase finishes that out pretty damn easy. Let's go, Guardians. Yes, sir. That was a fantastic win. Final score here, 9-4, Guardians over the Seattle Mariners, and they have split the first 2 games of the season. Before we hop off, I'm just a real quick thoughts. First, thanks everybody for coming in the stream today. It's been fantastic. I can't wait for you guys to just join me all season long. We are at 38 likes. We're 2 away from 40. In the next 1 minute, when I just recap the game, if you haven't hit that like button, please make sure you do, and hit the subscribe button. You're going to want to be entertained all year long, not really by me, but by the guys on the TV, the Cleveland Guardians and the Seattle Mariners. It's a good team. It's a good young team. Quick recap. First off, Guardians got hits. Kwan, fantastic. Rosario, fantastic. The only guy that really you could say didn't do anything was the 3-4 hitters, really. I mean, they were probably the lower of everybody. Jimenez didn't have a great game. Miles Straw, was iffy. Got a sac fly. Zunino, I can't say anything bad about him, which kind of disappoints me because I like getting on him. But he had a good game. He had 2 hits, I believe, 2 walks. Gonzalez, again, think this guy's going to be a hitter with us for years to come. He's going to be an awesome guy. Just a great all-around start. Was I impressed with Gaddis? He didn't pitch much into the game. We had to rely on our bullpen, but obviously in the second game of the season, we're very well rested in that. So Gaddis did what he needed. We're going to get Triston McKenzie back. I was intrigued by him starting Gaddis, but listen, this is why I'm not a major league manager. He made this decision to put him in, and it was the right one. They go out, they only give up 4 total runs. 3 of them actually went to Gaddis, so he wasn't great. Our bullpen is really what held us together when it came down to it. But tomorrow, that allows Savali to go against Gilbert at 9:40 p.m. So I think it's going to be a good one. I like the fact we got hits tonight. I like the fact our bullpen looked great. But more than anything, I liked as always, enjoying my time with you guys. So thank you again for stopping by. Good night, Cassie. Al, have a good night. Everybody, Chris, Ryan, Truman, Barbara, everybody, be safe if you're in the Cleveland area. I guess big storm's coming here in about an hour or two. So be safe, guys. I hope there's not a tornado warning because my wife hates it. I will be back Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern, right here, Guardians, Mariners. I will see you then. Get to sleep.